Ladies, gents, boys and girls, welcome back to League of Irish Ball. Me, Seb.
Oi, 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 oi. Me, Shane.
Me, Ross. It's me, Darren, here in the corner.
I didn't prep you for that at all, Ross, did I?
That's a bit of a jump scare now.
I'll tell you what, you slipped in lovely there, son. You slipped in lovely. You were cracking up immediately. What was going on there?
Oi, 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 oi. It was just, it's iconic now. It's just stuck in my brain.
Yeah,
Is it every week now, is it?
That's going to be a new thing.
Yeah, I think that's a new thing. I'm just going to keep it every week. Even my ma was breaking her, you know what, laughing in the kitchen earlier on the show. No, stop.
I watched some of the stuff back, honestly. I watched some of the stuff back and I'm surprised I've even said it myself sometimes. You know?
I think that made it. I think it made it.
No, well, look, we'll take that. We'll take that. Many would say it's here. I've had many a comment saying, I'd love to watch this on mute. One of them's me missus, but there you go.
Yeah,
Hey,
we've
mate.
all had that now.
Oh, absolutely. Ross, how are we getting on?
All good. Thanks for having me. That's much appreciated.
Special guest from LOI Fan TV. If you haven't checked out his content, do. It's good stuff. Been going how many years now, Ross? Well, let you decide.
7, 8 years now, I think. Yeah, tipping away at it. So yeah, on and off, but yeah, good old stint now.
I've had to invite you on because I haven't won the 2 quizzes 2 years in a row
it's
now.
2 poor
So-
showings, to be honest.
Yeah. We'll move on from that. Shane, how are you?
Yeah, all good. Feeling a bit better now after the weekend.
That's it. You were at both, weren't you?
Yeah, Derry and then in Tolka on Monday, yeah.
So Derry would have been a good one.
Yeah, it was quality. Yeah.
Tolka not so much.
Kind of didn't sleep too much after it. Yeah, it was a bit boring. Wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, you would have slept during it.
That's why I didn't sleep after.
Yeah, but there you were just one step ahead, there, Shane. One step ahead. You and Dazzler were cuddling up during the game, I'd say, having a little
Well,
snooze
so
together.
used to.
I know,
Clipping up the action off the pitch now, not on, obviously.
Well, there was nothing going on, that's for sure. Anyway, bleed now. Daz, how are you?
All good, yeah. Just had to bring Ross's camera back on here. Don't mind me.
So then it was 2 games for you as well, Daz, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. And obviously, good weekend overall. Big win on the Friday, tough win, but we got it, which was the main thing. And then obviously the sleep fest that we had on Monday, but good point away from home.
And the consistency across the board for the 3 of us actually is that we all had curry chips on Friday.
Yeah, we
did.
definitely did, yeah.
I had the nicest curry chips in the league, which is up in Derry.
I'd say you had probably the second. Would you say yours?
No, I
was the
can't say
nicest?
that. I can't say that because obviously Shells are the best, but I can't be biased.
You'll never hear the end of that if you say that.
Yeah, no, big shame out there. That's obviously outside of Tolka because you're going to get caught biased. So
Yeah.
What about yours? Were they any good?
In
Oh, you're
Dagenham?
Daily Mount, weren't you?
They're great.
there you
Yeah,
go.
they're great.
Yeah, there you
And that's not even just boys. Like Shells have great ones as well. He was saying he enjoyed the ones in Derry. I thought the ones in Derry were a bit septic.
the ones in Derry are
we
unbelievable.
had them in the home end now in Derry, so I don't know if they were different.
there is no home and
Companies or
away.
whatever.
There's no segregation in Derry, so it's all the one. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
that thing, just touching on that thing you sent.
Yeah, but the
You have, but
the
when you're in the away, you
curly
have to run
stand.
around by where the toilets are, don't you?
Yeah, but we were beside Scaldy, so Scaldy's in my end of Scaldy, and he's in the home end as well.
I have
It's
absolutely
whatever.
no idea.
Don't know who Scaldy is?
No.
The big fella with the drummer.
Oh,
him.
Yeah,
That's
we
it.
were
That's
beside
right,
him.
man,
That's
yeah.
the away end. It's just normal away end. It's just a
Yeah,
mixed.
yeah. No, but when I was up there, I went over to the big stand, the home end in Derry, like I had chips over there, but they weren't great.
Sorry, Ross, we've completely. Have you had curry chips at
I've had a
time?
few now, to be honest. I'm more of a cup of tea man at the match, to be honest.
Get out,
tea man. So
just
come on.
leave, will you?
Ross, thanks very much for coming tonight, mate.
A cup of tea at a match.
Cup of tea at a match. Can't beat it, like. Can't beat it.
Politics, man. It's bitter.
Listen, you
Jesus,
can't.
warm with the hands.
I jumped the gun a little bit too early there. I mean, I'll be a bit more of a Bovril man myself now, but that's probably going back to me roots. To
Just
be fair,
have a
lads.
point. Just have a
Well,
point.
there is that and all. There is that, and that warms you up.
Can't drink in the stands.
Oh yeah.
Well, you can at both.
Yeah, yeah, depends where you're sitting. Depends where you're sitting.
We're talking about the best stand.
Depends on where you're sitting.
Stick around with that one anyway. You know.
Depends on where you're sitting or who you know.
Oh, that's the
that's
thing.
the other thing.
That's the thing.
Way out of that dazzler.
That's the thing. That's the only reason why you're mates with him nowadays. So you can have a little cheeky pint in the stands.
I'll get you a few.
I'm
You're
hoping.
bringing cans into the mono now, aren't you?
Hopefully I get in. It's a bit difficult to get into that place. So
That's true. Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Limited tickets, that's all. Right, I'm going to cut back to you straight
That
on
is
this
true.
and leave you chatting there. Go on.
Fair play to you, Dazzler. Right, let's get in the chat box. See who's in. Nanny Linney. Good evening, lads. Good to see you, Nanny Linney. Thanks for tuning in. Craig is in. He said, hello, chaps. Starting to see what Seb is rocking this week. Last Wednesday's fit will be hard to top. Tell you what, Craig, I stuck this on. I thought to myself, it's the second best I could pull out tonight. Shane weren't too impressed. He said it doesn't live up to the billing the last week.
no, there's a Hall of Fame up there. I don't know if you can see that. I want that sweater to go up there, a jumper or whatever you just want to call that thing you wore last week. That needs to be the first thing that goes on the Hall
You
of
can
Fame.
mean
just
Hans
about see the
curtains
Hall of
is that what
Fame
you're
on the
talking
wall,
about,
but
is
not
it?
really.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
just
it.
our frame.
Just out of frame. But anyway, it's going to go up there next week. Reese is in. He put Ross and Shane bad takes all over the shop tonight.
The Shelburne takeover.
He was all over you like a rash last week.
Nah, Reese is a good lad. I don't really, he seems like a good kid, alright, yeah.
Jack Finnegan's in. He's put evening, gents. Evening, Jack. How you getting on, buddy? Good to see you. Cup of tea at the match. I'd say you love Dermot Kennedy and a cheeky Chinese Russ. Pair of slippers and all.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Pair of slippers to boot. Aid Madden's in. He's put no chips for both supporters last summer in Derry. We weren't let near it. Could just buy Mars bars. Still not over it, to be honest.
We actually had to stop that as well. Our lads that went up had to say no gargle near anywhere near Derry, and they had to go dry then for Monaghan. So it's an interesting one for away fans going to Derry.
Is this after the whole Bows
Rovers in the Rovers thing as well? Yeah.
There you go.
Interesting.
Evening, lads from Gary. How you getting on, Gary? Good to see you. Lads, we have a good show ahead tonight. I'm not going to say a bumper show. I'm going to say a good one. I'm not going to big us up too early. We're obviously going to have to touch off a few of the bits that have been released earlier on today. We'll be talking about stands across the league, which stands made an impression on you. We're getting the chat box a little bit later on as well. Away tickets, does it seem to be an issue for your club? We'll be touching on that. We'll obviously be touching on the clubs across the board as well. Ref calls, ref takes, the 12th man of Derry, but not for the right reasons. All the wrong reasons, unfortunately. Lads, few of you are watching right now. Just make sure you are hitting that like button, please, and subscribe to the channel as we go. Lads, should we crack on? We've done enough. Plenty of small talk there. We've done our fair fill. We're probably going to run out of words at this stage. Let's move on to our first topic this evening that come out. A statement released by Drogheda United into Joanna Byrne. I mean, where'd you begin with this one, lads? I mean, it's... First of all, the club put out a statement saying she's been asked to resign and thanks for the commitment over the years, and then mentioning it had nothing to do with political views.
I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at the away stand. Northern being the best, just so we don't get slaughtered there for laughing.
Do you know what? He is a Dundalk fan, and all. Yeah. In all fairness, Gary, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. So then we move on to the club released a statement saying thanks for everything, etc. Mentioning it was nothing to do with her political views, then mentioning it was due to what she said and the fact she has a position within a political party, which is interesting. And then Joanna Byrne come out herself and said that she's not resigning. Lads, what do you make of it all? Who wants to start, I suppose? Where do we go first? Daz is chomping at the bit. Go on in, Daz. Off you go, son.
It was just as soon as you said that, I'm not leaving, I was just thinking the Wolf of Wall Street, like Joanna Byrne standing there like that going, I'm not going anywhere. No, I'm just going to give a quick take on it. Obviously, you can talk about another side of yourself if you want, but it's the fact that I have the statement on my phone here. It's not my me for looking at this, but they're obviously saying about how it wasn't anything to do with our political views or whatever. But then slightly further down the statement, it says, furthermore, these matters have triggered an internal review at Trivela regarding the practicality of having an individual with political obligations also serve as a director of football, which means it's about our politics. So they're literally talking about both sides of them out there, and I think it's very clear what they're doing. They're trying to sell it as it's one thing when it's clearly to do with our political views or what she said. Now whether or not you agree with them is a whole other thing, but it's clear why they've asked her to step down, and I think fair play to her for saying, do you know what, no, because that's the other thing as well, is that it says that they've what was the exact phrase, or something to the effect of, we've asked her to resign, but in not so many words, and she said, well, no, not going to do it. So I think fair play to her.
Absolutely, yeah. Listen, I think it's a hard one because, like, I think we touched on it before about this multi-club ownership thing, and I still can't believe that they weren't run out of the club last year after the whole European debacle. Like, being kicked out of Europe was obviously a massive achievement for them to get there. Won the FAI Cup. To get to Europe was such a massive achievement. And then to have that taken from them was just absolutely heartbreaking. So I still can't believe that the fans were willing to get behind the ownership after that. And at this, we see what the fans think about it with the kind of banner circle when it first kind of broke. So, yeah, for me, it's just a case of who comes out on top here. Like, how does this get resolved? If she's not going to resign, how does this actually get resolved?
Well, I think that's the big question now, isn't it? Because that leaves the club in a right quandary now. Yeah. I mean, where do they go from here? I don't think anyone has the answer to that one, to be honest with you. But you even Big Kev coming out after the Dundalk game when it first broke. Obviously, they had a terrible week in general, but Joanna Byrne was the icing on the cake, and he said he hadn't slept
Yeah.
You know, after the game at Oriel, saying he ain't slept for the last 2 nights with the preparation, everything. So Dundalk were obviously well prepared, but
You'd be worried about him nearly walking away from that, like the amount he's gone through there. I know it's the perfect club for him, really, but like he'd have no shortage of offers if a job became available.
The only thing
I
can say is from a football, because football to me is my life, so that's all we can talk about. Is it's not similar to, like, obviously politically or whatever, but from like an owner to fans point of view. I don't know if I said this on the live a few weeks ago, when the whole owners were trying to get rid of the gaffer, and we would have just walked them out. Like, they got emails, they got everything, they got like, there was going to be a boycott if that happened. Like,
great example.
and that's why they were gone, because they realised, Mickey O'Rourke realised, if we lose these fans, I don't have any investment. There's nothing to invest here. Like, as Joey always says, football's nothing without the fans, and it genuinely is. Like, so like when Akeem was kind of sacked up for or not kind of renew his contract, like, that was the end of Shells. Like, the fans, and I genuinely was going to be one of them, because that was like a football thing where I was going to go, this is not correct for our club. Like,
you could see where the club was going.
Yeah, exactly. You could see, like, and that's the first time I've ever thought about that. So if Drogheda fans do go on a full boycott because of this, then they're gone. Like, they have to be. But obviously, as fan, you're like, where do you get the money from, and who else brings in that money? And they're not even in Europe anymore. So, like, can they get investors? Obviously, the league is growing and it's massive and it's bigger than it's ever been. So the hope of getting an investor is probably, but we're a bit different because we had kind of Mickey O'Rourke already there, who then took over more shares. But I don't know if Drogheda are in the same predicament. Like, so there is a case of, right, your political views are one side or one thing, but is it going to be ahead of your football club? I don't know. Thankfully, I don't have to make that decision. So,
I mean, when it comes to that type of decision, and it's not a football decision, it's more of a personal and a view decision, that for me is where it completely, like, there's no football correlation there for me for them making that kind of decision with Joanna Byrne, apart from the fact that, you know, maybe it's damning for Drogheda, maybe they see it damning for Drogheda in the long term from what she said, who knows. But for me, they've come out and said that it's nothing to do with the political standpoint.
Yeah, that's clearly nonsense, isn't
Well,
it? Like,
yeah,
there's one thing I can definitely say, and that's absolute nonsense.
Rubbish.
It's to say it right at the top, but as Daz touched on down the bottom, say it's the fact that she is working in a position. And look, we know there's several clubs across the league where there's people working in politics but working within football clubs, you know.
As I was saying to you earlier, though, to be fair, this is the first time where it's gone against the opinion of the owners or the opinion of whatever their opinion of football is. Usually it's cozy with having TDs or anyone politically involved with the club. This is the first time I can remember it's been a political person having a different opinion to the owners or to investors or whoever. So that's probably why they've come to a head.
Do you think there needs to be a wider debate on multi-club ownership in football? Like, it feels really wrong, doesn't it? Like, you look at Crystal Palace, even, for example, getting booted out of the Europa League, Drogheda getting booted out of Europe. But is multi-club ownership, does that like need to be looked at as a whole generally as well?
What do you think?
I don't really. Yeah, I did actually have that with Hull, didn't we? But it was never really got to a stage where we were going to compete with Hull, so it didn't really. It was more of a.
It's like Waterford.
We didn't like being a feeder club, but look, they fed us Will Jarvis and Harry Wood, so we were enjoying being their feeder club for the time. Like, and then once they made a football decision that was going to impact the club, they were gone. So
I'm not a fan. I think it defeats the purpose of what football's all about in the first place, communities and all that kind of feel. When you start getting into multi-club ownership, it seems to me as if it's turning into a bit of an enterprise, a bit of a corporation, and that for me defeats the purpose of what football's all about, to be honest. That's just my opinion. What I do want to ask you, lads, is look, I mean, the club come out with a statement, right? So the club have spoke on behalf of the Trivela group and thanked Joanna Byrne for her work over time, but obviously she hadn't gone. Do you think that was kind of that was their way of trying to nudge her out the door? Is that what that is, or do you think that they actually come to an agreement and
they also look even more stupid? Never mind the statement about it not being political, which it clearly is. Their statement, you even said there was Joanna Byrne's gone, and she's had to coming out now saying I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So like they just handled this completely farcically. Like, it was
I thought she was gone, and I came here and you told me she wasn't leaving. Like, it's mad. It's mad. But like, as a volunteer, like, do you can you get like sacked or fired? Like, can she just stand her ground on this? Like,
I'm not sure if she can take a case. Can she take it? I don't know. I'm not
it's hard
informed
to-
on that though.
it's a tricky one, like.
The only funny thing I do have to say, I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, she's involved with the club for X amount of years, and her family are involved." My family are involved as Burns with Shells. I've never been more happy to see a family member leave to now have the owners that we have and will give us the league. So, like, that won't last too long. Trust me, if she's gone and the owners come in, then like, yeah, you won't really
Tell
mind
us how
that.
you
like.
really feel, Shane.
Oh yeah.
I'd say Christmas is from around your house, isn't it? Huh?
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, look, I mean, I suppose it looks to me as if they've sent that message saying we are absolutely landing it on your lap. You haven't made a decision to make right now, and she's still saying, "No, I ain't going anywhere." I think fair play to her if that's how she feels. Let's get in the chat box there because we've had a few chats coming in. Craig's put Trivela Group not having their ducks in a row for Europe is unforgivable. Probably touching off the point you made there, Ross. The treatment of Joanna Byrne is beyond the pale. Michael Connolly put he hardly hadn't slept. You'd be simple to believe that. Well, you must know me, Michael. You know I'm a little bit simple, to be fair. Daily does agree with Craig. So you agree with Craig, do you?
Oh yeah, I'm just making sure I keep the chat entertained over here. Don't worry.
Fair play to you, Daz. Fair play to you. I won't question you. Won't question you. Reese put, I wouldn't be surprised to see a drug tifo about trying to get Trivela Group out. Well, they started that at Dundalk, actually, didn't they? Started with Joanna Byrne.
Yeah.
They put
I don't think that's enough though.
No,
I
you
don't
have to
think
make
you have to boycott it. Like, making the tifo of get the club owners out isn't like, you're still giving them money. You have to not go.
You think they actually have to?
I think you have to not go. We were prepared as football fans to not go to Tolka.
Is your opinion that they actually shouldn't go? Or are you saying if they want to make that stance?
I'm saying if they want to make that stance and get owners out of a club, you hit them where it hurts, and that's in the pocket.
And if you were in their shoes as a, let's say,
that's what we were
that's what
prepared
you
to do
would
with Duffer. We were prepared to do that, like, and we felt strongly that that's what we were prepared to do. And the emails went in, and we were deadly serious.
Yeah.
And we had a few months before a game, so we could threat it, like, or we could threaten it, like. But yeah, I think you have to hit them where it hurts. And same way I say, any away fan who has the same thing probably shouldn't go either, because you're hitting them where it hurts. If all of a sudden they turn up and realise there's no away supporters coming to my ground because they all share the same opinion and have no away gate,
Yeah.
that's also, they're going to have to be ran out of the club as well. So
Someone said in the chat there, I hear Drogs fans are protesting Trivela about boycotting the next few away games.
Who put that?
oh yeah,
right, I love that.
Yeah.
Great show.
Good stuff. Good
Excellent.
stuff. Good stuff. Well, lads, look, I mean, we don't need to go into this any much further. How do you see it playing out, I suppose? Where does it go from here?
I think they have to, by the sounds of it, they have to be gone. But can they get new investors? I don't know.
Are they going to go?
But again, like I said, if you have no fans, you have no choice.
But that's
You're not making
assuming,
money.
That's assuming the fans don't go.
Yeah, but it's one or the other. It's either Joanna goes or they go. So
Do you think it's that, like, I know with Duff it's different because it was a manager. Is it because it's not like a manager, it's a chairperson? Is that like a different dynamic then? It's not, you wouldn't take as much of a stand maybe as a fan?
well, the reactions online are
Yeah.
even more than what
Yeah.
Duffer was like.
Yeah, fair enough, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I don't know, but obviously the inner circle of the Shells community was
Yeah.
get rid of him and you're gone. Like,
Now, I'm actually not discrediting Joanna Byrne when I say this and not trying to take anything away from what she's done in the club, but could it not be one of those that in 3 weeks' time it's swept under the carpet?
I don't think this.
If it was going
It's-
to be, it would have been done a few weeks ago. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's when it first kind of came
It-
out.
it's-
And-
No, I
Yeah.
mean if she resigns, let's say she goes, right? Let's say she goes, she's not a Drogheda. Everyone's up in arms for about 2-3 weeks. Go, we should
Oh,
have her
this
back.
political. It's definitely political. This ain't going anywhere. So I don't think that's going to ever be pushed under the carpet.
Yeah.
I would just say as well though, like, it is political. So I always want to keep it kind of football to
Yeah.
football. But you
Yeah.
see people that aren't in the league jump on this, and that's what does annoy me.
Mm.
Not whatever, people in the league can have their own opinions, but it's when people outside of the league jump on it and then start like using that to like downgrade the league. Like, that kind of frustrates me a
Yeah,
little bit though.
Mm. Look, we've only merely spoken on a football point of view as well. It's
Yeah.
just important to touch off. I know obviously everyone loved their views on the politics, but we're only touching on Drogheda United and hang on, Reese Daz has enjoyed that once, haven't you? Shane's on the ball tonight. What's going on?
I don't know which one was that about now. You'd have to let us know. Just a few of them.
I'd say probably the latest.
Curry chips and Derry being the best outside of Tolka, is it?
That's where there'll be question marks, Shane. That's where. If you see, by the way, if you see his curry chips, Russ, the chips delicious. The curry.
Oh, the curry sauce and Derry.
Looks a bit pale now.
Better than your Dundalk. We forgot about your Dundalk chips that you sent in that looked like it was raw.
Beautiful. Beautiful from Mullen's take.
Couldn't even melt the cheese, for God's sake.
Smash this out. Listen,
it'll be a new low for this podcast if we drag up pictures of curry chips on the screen.
Daz, don't roll it out that way.
No,
don't roll out anything in. I had a lovely pint as well at Dundalk. It's worth noting. But the curry chips are lovely. Don't be knocking them now. Yeah, so look, it's either basically what you're saying, Shane. It's either going to go one way, or something's going to happen.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. Well, obviously, Joanna's going to go, or the owners are going to go. So I don't know. Drogheda fans are able to get Fat Dave on. He'll be able to tell us again. So,
and what do you think?
What was his take when he was on? Was he talking about it at all? Was he mentioning it?
We didn't touch on it because it was only rumours and things like that, and it was only just come out at that point.
Yeah, fair.
So it wasn't a subject that we necessarily wanted to dig into. But now there's statements, and everyone's making statements, so we can. It's more of a football point of view, I suppose. So the next question for you, Russ, would be where did the club actually go from here? What, in terms of footballing wise, do they just carry on as things are normal, or what are they doing?
Because when it first came out, I think Kev Doherty said it was the worst week of his life, and he hadn't slept and all this. Like, you just have to feel so bad for him. Like, you just can't catch a break with them at the minute. You feel like between even last season, the European stuff, I think they lost on penalties to Rovers in the Cup, missed out on Europe in the last day to Bows. It's been blow after blow for Kev and Drogheda. Like, it's been a really tough year and a half, or whatever you want to say. So I genuinely wouldn't be surprised to see him leave at some point this season, to be honest.
Really?
I think he could.
That's a hot take.
Yeah, I think he could go this season. I think he might just have enough. Like, he looks.
I think he could go because the results on the pitch are terrible, but.
Well, you were saying they won't catch a break. They have Derry on Friday, so
that's a good chance. That's a good chance.
After watching Drogs against Sligo, like I said, my under-9s team would have beat them. Or my youngest under-9s team would have beat them. So he's got to do it on the pitch as well.
They had a poor run, but I think it was a terrible game. But they put a little bit of a decent shift in against Rovers. They got a decent point there. I think that might just kind of get them back on track a little bit. But they are a bit blunt up front. But yeah,
I reckon Derry probably filled 12 men from the beginning, just to rub salt in the wound for Drogheda. You know what I mean? Just to really kick them while they're down.
It's a little segue, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not supposed to point them out.
McLean looks tasty in the middle tonight. Turning on point. So, Daz, anyone you want to wrap up on that, or should we move on?
I think moving along, boys. I think you got everything out there.
Lads, 13 likes so far. Please make sure you are hitting that like button. There's way more viewers than there is likes, so please make sure you're hitting that like button, please. Thank you very much. We are going to move on to the there's a battle off the field at Drogheda, but there was one on the field at Tolka Park anyway, that's for certain. The pre-match scrap, lads, at the North Dublin derby. The football was an absolute stink fest. But the pre-match entertainment was half decent. We're used to seeing Beyonce in the major leagues nowadays, but in the League of Ireland,
we saw Forrest Gump there, didn't we?
Oh yeah, I think we did. Yeah, straight out the tunnel.
Yeah, Derek Pender, Forrest Gump running there like road runner he was. Came out of nowhere and
gas photo of him with Sean Boyd.
Yeah, he met Sean Boyd. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and Joanna Rossi as well. He met him as well. Two big man mountains trying to get. I don't know who it was he was trying to get. Was it Skinner? And he bumped into the lads and got sent back to Daily Mount. That was hilarious. But yeah, came nowhere. I seen it on the clip on the LOI TV, and you can see him just from the left of the screen running. But yeah, sorry, go on.
He always seems to stick around at Bows, doesn't he, Derek Pender? Like, well, he's been part of the last few management teams that have all been failures there, and he's still knocking around. Like,
oh, Dad, you're pretending you're busy over there now.
Don't even get me started. I'm outnumbered here tonight.
He's a job for life, that fella. Like,
yeah,
I don't know what he does.
Job for the boys, isn't it?
I've got your back, Daz. Don't you worry. I've got your back.
I know Craig's in the chat there at least, so someone will back me up. Reese is already jumping in as well. No Derek Pender slander will be tolerated. We're not going down that road.
It's 1-1 now, Shane, for good points versus. Good points versus not so good points. Reece has come back at you there.
That's all. I didn't say anything about Derek Pender negative. I just said he was like Forrest Gump. That's all. Which he was. He came out of nowhere.
He was, yeah.
Don't get me started.
He's gone to VAR already. You've gone to VAR with that one. 1-0 Shane.
What do you think of clapping fans before a match as well? Is that a bit woke? Like going over it, like like clapping fans before, and it's not as if they were travelling to Donegal for a Finn Harps game. They were travelling 5 minutes down the road, like.
Yeah. Oh, it's never.
Go on. No, go on, Shane. You go with that one first.
I think it just gives a little atmosphere, but that's how great Tolka is. Though I say Tolka is my favourite stadium, and it's not being biased or anything, but like that, is it the only one where the away team has to go to the away fans through Pats potentially if they want to, whatever way the players are warming up? Pats do the same thing, but I think they obviously warm up on separate sides though. But it's the first time it's ever. But yeah, they obviously knew what they were doing, and the way you clap it, you get the atmosphere, doesn't it? We don't know.
I suppose, yeah. But you can kind of do it from
it's
the
a new
halfway.
thing. Does it happen in any other league? Actually, it's a good point.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Nobody watches any other football. It's gone to the
Well, to be
dogs.
fair, how much attention are we paying to other leagues like
Yeah,
tennis, hockey,
it's
golf?
terrible.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
No chance.
I'll tell you what, there's been nothing in the chat box from Daz because he's chomping at the bit to come back at Ross.
No, just I think when you're talking about like his clapping fans, I'm sorry, Ross, it's a ridiculous take. I mean, it's just literally we're getting everyone together for the atmosphere before the game. That's
But what about
crazy
going
talk.
through a warm up? Do you think they went too far?
Well, that's a
into the
separate thing.
That's a
That's
separate
a
talk altogether.
thing.
I mean,
I'll tell you what, Ross,
clap
I've like-
fans at home as well. So you were saying they went 5 minutes down the road. When they're at home, they do it as well. So I mean,
Yeah, but you're kind of running down the tunnels. You know what I mean? You're going out of your way to do it. Like, I just think it's a bit.
Yeah, but that's why Tolka is so great, because it causes chaos.
I'll
I'll
But-
tell you what, I've
yeah.
loved that take though. In all fairness,
Yeah, there is a thing. Do you clap?
I
It gets the fans going.
fans
I
after
don't
the
know.
match.
I don't agree
Yeah,
with
there's
it,
a
but I
great
absolutely
comment there
loved
from
it
Reece.
nonetheless.
Someone said, Reece said, Ross is a worse version of Shane. I didn't think that was possible.
That's saying something. That is saying something, yeah.
Shane on as well, which is incredible.
That's
Absolutely
saying
incredible.
something.
I've heard a lot worse than that.
But yeah, Rennie knew what he was doing, didn't he? Let's
Yeah,
be
big
honest.
time.
Like,
Big time, yeah.
he knew what
Ah,
he was doing.
yeah.
You were loving it as well, though. You
Oh,
were
I
loving
was.
it.
I
He was
absolutely
like, Garrett,
loved
he was like this. Can you see me? He was like that. Quick, Dad, come here, help me, quick.
A few thousand views on the reels and all, was it?
Ah, well, yeah. I mean, well, but in all fairness, now Dazzler said you must get that up immediately because I don't normally do it during the game. I would have got it up, but it would have been after the game.
Yeah,
It would have
yeah,
been too
yeah.
late,
No,
but Daz was like,
with
you
those
have to do
things,
it,
it's fastest finger first in
Yeah,
a scenario
100%.
like that because you've seen all of the usual journo boys had it up from the stands, like whereas you had a different view from the pitch, so it was worth.
And yeah, oi.
Oi.
Throw that one in there again. I think that made it. I don't think people gave you a like for the old action because there was no action anyway.
It's
all handbags.
Yeah.
We'll get rid of the accent. We'll fully convert you, like.
we'll get there eventually, Dazzler.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
We'll get there
But you were
eventually.
just one of you was saying there. I think it was you, Shane, saying that he loved it. Like, and I think when you see stuff like that as a fan, you do love that. So long as it's on the pitch, as long as the scraps are on the pitch and people are kind of going for each other on the pitch, like then that's everyone loves that.
I mean, I'm
Everyone wants to see
surprised there was
that
no
team
red
play.
cards thrown because there could have. Like, you can get sent off as soon as you turn up to a referee's like time frame within like 6:30 or whatever. The minute you do you get sent off.
Would there be any
There wasn't even a yellow card.
No.
You see a referee or you see coaches getting yellow carded for coming out of that box, and then coaches are having boxes and slaps and grabbing scruffs off each other, and they're getting nothing like in front of the fourth official. I don't know.
I got a yellow card for taking a piss on the side of a pitch before. It's on the league game before.
Fair enough. Yeah, I probably would have given the yellow card as well. Actually, probably a red to be fair.
I'd say the fourth official, the officials were probably still warming up. Probably weren't even looking, were they? Doing their stretches on the side.
Well, Rennie's thing with Davy Mack was in front of the fourth official. That's why Davy Mack was going mad, because Rennie was being a little rat to the fourth official, pointing out people who want to choose him. So that's why Davy Mack jumped in against him. Like that's.
I thought I just did it in front of the fourth.
Yeah, so then he grabbed him by the
yeah.
scruff, and then Davy Mack gave him a slap or a box, whichever you want to call it.
Sensational stuff. Look, lads, I want to touch on this here because some people are saying it's a bad look for the league, and I see across the socials they're saying let's just brush that one on the carpet and make sure it didn't happen. What's your take on it? Do you love to see all that before a game, or is it something that you think to yourself, concentrate on football, lads?
I just want to say one thing on it real quick is that like bad luck for the league. I get it. It was obviously a bit aggro and stuff, but like let's not make out like lads absolutely punch the head off each other. Do you know what I mean? There was a bit of like pushing and shoving and handbags really. Like so, it's not like lads were standing on each other's head. Do you know what I mean? So in a sense, it's bad luck for the league. Maybe a bit much, but it wasn't like crazy. Do you know what I mean? So
there's a lot of needle between the Shells coaching staff and the Bows coaching staff. And it goes back to the Duffer time as well. I think there was something to do with Reynolds going into
Third
his
biggest
office or
derby in Dublin or something.
Yeah. That's how you get pelted
Yeah.
But there is a lot of needle there between the kind of coaching staff in particular. Like so, yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see the next kind of couple of games go between the two. But
Would you love to see it, or is it a bad look?
I love to see it, to be honest. Like it adds, I think it adds to it, but you don't want to see it every week. Like, but I think it when it feels like authentic, like it's not manufactured, like it's a real. This is a real derby. Like that's when it adds to the occasion, I think, doesn't it?
Yeah, I agree. Just it's nothing really happened, and
Yeah.
anyone who was there for the first time. Although the bad thing about what happened off the pitch at the start is the game was absolutely septic. So it's not a great look in that sense that if what happens is the most entertaining part of a game is before the match, before the ball's even kicked.
Yeah,
I think when you have that build up, you've got to then go and deliver.
100%.
And unfortunately, it was a Monday, or I don't know what teams' excuses are, but both teams were terrible.
See, the thing about that though, Shane, is if that didn't happen, it would have been even worse.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but
Like,
yeah.
what
Made
was
it
the
work
point
out,
of
didn't
turning
they?
up?
Yeah,
I
made it
mean,
work out, yeah.
the spectacles on the pitch. If they want to create that spectacle on the pitch,
Yeah,
I'm there
yeah,
to watch it. Do you know what I mean? Happy
yeah.
days. Let's see it. Let's see it. I'd rather that than Beyonce singing to me. If you like, you should put a ring on it or whatever. When you get that all over in Wembley and all that, and then bleeding Kevin Hart comes out, does a set. Don't give me any of that. Let the lads have a little tumble before the game.
Yeah.
That suit me down to the ground. I'd rather see that. You get over in England and all that nowadays. You get all of this build, all of it's manufactured, and it's all these lights and playing Star Wars before a game and all of this nonsense. I want to see proper passion. I want to see my players fighting for the badge. That's what that is.
You only get that if you clap the fans, though.
Exactly. Well, that's it. Well, that is woke now, according to Ross.
Yeah, it's not for me. It's not for me.
Ross turns his back when they come out to give him a clap. Not tonight, lads. Not tonight,
Down the
lads.
tunnel, just
Coming over.
focus on the match. Focus on the game.
I'm not applauding you until I see what you do on the pitch.
Exactly. Come back to me after 90 minutes, for for God's sake.
Yeah, we thought it was great.
Ah,
Yeah,
sensational.
yeah, we thought it
Absolutely
was-
sensational.
I've never think I've ever seen that like that before either, though.
No,
Obviously,
yeah.
the clapping is new, but I just think it adds to the atmosphere.
No,
doesn't it?
bows do creep in the art. I have noticed that bow shells at Tolka, bows do creep in the half. They do go over and they do the clap, the big clap in front of the fans, and the fans go a bit mad and all
Is that just the furthest they went down then
I think
before?
it's the
I think
furthest.
Reynolds even said that after the game.
Yeah,
Didn't
he
that
did.
they went further than they should have, or something. I think he said something like
Davy
Yeah, they
Mack,
always-
you must say Davy Mack played it well though, didn't he? He was just passing the ball to one of the Shells lads, like.
that. He said,
Yeah.
He was just.
He was
you
just
had
checking his touch,
You
that's
picked
all
the
it was.
wrong. You picked the wrong player to mess with, or the wrong coach
Yeah.
to mess with. Like.
I'll tell you what, he was just checking his touch, but Rossi's got a lovely little head in it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Didn't he, Dazzler?
Can we get another Bows man on next week? I'm feeling done dirty in this corner.
Sorry, Daz. I meant to be evening that up here. I'm not
Alright.
helping the cause at all.
Just on the game, the comment there though
We lost the
about
camera with 1 second.
what's your man's
We're
name? The Zane Myers, is it?
Yeah.
yeah, baller.
I just have, and Reese is going to come after me hearing about this in the chat though, but is that how bad football has gone, that someone goes on a little dribble and like has a couple of shots from outside the box, and now all of a sudden he's like the next Pele, like.
Probably because the game was so bad that was probably what stuck out in people's minds. I
Like,
thought he looked good.
He did look. I
Yeah.
don't disagree. He looked
Yeah.
good, but it's like he looked brilliant. Like, but what did he do? Like, he had the opportunity to do things. Like, and is that how bad football is?
I agree with Shane, actually, to be honest with you. I mean, I was saying this before, but what comes in hand with pace is a lack of ability ordinarily for me. And those two kind of come hand in hand. I mean, if he's that much pace and he's going to be getting at players, you want to see an end product. You can have all the little flicks and the tricks and all of that. I mean, we see your mate over in Galway. He has all the flicks and the tricks, but he's banged in 4 in the back.
yeah.
Oh, you
Did
know what I mean?
didn't say anything about him, did I?
No,
That's
not yet. We'll
Lombardo.
get.
Lombardo was the one.
Yeah, Lombardo.
Oh,
no.
then- oh, yeah, and we met. Yeah.
No, he hasn't,
In his
but-
like, I don't think he can be. I think you have to say he's looked very good. So was he with Scarborough last season or something? This is probably a big step up from in terms of what he's playing against.
Yeah,
Shales had to make a change. Like, they had to put Dan Kelly on a left wing back, I think, didn't they, to kind of deal with the pace?
yeah.
They changed the shape.
Capo went over.
I
Yeah.
thought Chuck done all right though.
That's what I mean. Chuck, and most of his play was from second balls. Like, it
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
like he was. Look, don't get me wrong, and I know I'm going to get. Oh, you're being biased. It's got nothing to do with Chelsea balls. It's just a player that I saw on the pitch.
Yeah.
He had a couple of chances for a winger to have an end product, and like you said, he didn't. Now he could go out and score a hat-trick in the next 3 games, and I look like a total idiot.
Yeah.
Fair enough, I'm happy to kind of risk that, but I just don't know if he looked. I don't know. Yeah, that's
No,
just
I-
bad how football is these days.
Look,
Someone
I-
like that, he
I-
was a standout player, but the game was terrible.
Yeah.
I tell you what, if he's got the ability to match the pace, you've got a player on your hands. Let's put it that way. But they don't tend to go hand in hand for me.
Something
So-
about the whole under 21s, isn't there?
Yeah,
Few
seen
good
Rennie
pla-
saying that, yeah.
Jarvis Wood, Zane Myers now. Like,
Harry Vaughan.
Harry Vaughan, of course, as well. Yeah.
I don't think both fans rate him too much, though. I don't know.
Yeah,
He's
he's
been
been in and out a
alright.
bit, hasn't he? I think. Yeah.
It's been all
Dad's obviously going to say he's the best player since Pele, but look,
right.
forgot who was over there. Yeah, sorry about that.
Best player since Ethan O'Brien.
Where's Fat Dave when you need him?
Exactly.
Where's
Yeah.
Fat Dave?
Well, look, Daz, I think it's fair to say we can even it up with this one anyway. I mean, Bows were probably the better side on the night. I thought Shells were pretty torrid, to be honest with you, considering they were home at a big derby.
I think we played well in patches, but I think it was fairly obvious that maybe 60 minutes in or so, both teams just seemed to settle for a point.
Yeah.
But to be fair, going over there, I would have taken a point before kickoff. I think, though, to some extent, obviously, with Shells missing Paddy Barrett, Casey, and Sam Bone, like, would you have been going over there hoping to get something potentially? But both teams kind of nullified each other to nothing. There was very few chances. Didn't live up to the billing really, but it was a good point for both teams. I think, considering everyone else around us kind of dropped points as well. So.
I thought we were there for the taking in that second half.
I agree with you.
I thought Shells, we were there for the taking, and I thought if Bowes really wanted to go and put like the stamp on someone's throat or whatever that saying is, like, I thought they lacked ideas.
I agree with you.
I thought Bowes, and again they're gonna get, oh, you're just being biased, but I thought we had offered little to nothing in the second half, especially we changed shape, went more defensive. We also came on the back of 4 games.
Yeah,
so like
10 days.
Yeah, exactly. With Pats, Rovers, Derry, and Bowes. So that was a perfect time to go and kill us. Like, they could have ended our season, like not season, our kind of league title. Like, could have ended that for us. 10 points behind this stage, I probably would have given up, to be honest.
I actually agree with you, Shane. I thought you were for the taking. I did think you had the biggest chance of the half, though. Caffo, yeah. The far stick, and it's hard to see. And I know you know this and all does, but when you're actually on the camera, to actually try and analyse the game and be on the camera is quite difficult. When goals go in, I sometimes have to check live score, so here it was, and he's celebrating in front of me.
I think the hardest part about when
that chance for Caffo, even at the time, I went, that's a sitter.
See, when you talk about the cameras and all, like, is that camera like a child for you now? That if a ball comes near it, will you like jump up and like protect it, or what? How is it?
No, I'm trying to get hitting it with the camera.
Yeah, how does that work, lads? Like, because it's so close. If someone just fires a ball, do you?
Pre-match, wasn't it, with the goalkeepers warming up? Was literally
the goalkeepers warmed up. I left my camera
pretty much using his camera as a post.
Literally. I may as well just put it down instead of a cone. It's worth about 10 grand. Kicking footballs at it. I was like, get me out of here.
Don't be saying that on the live, Des. People will be looking at you daily, man.
That was 10,000 yen, that was. Sorry. But no, I was going to say about when you're on the camera as well, I think what's really difficult, some people don't realise, is obviously, like, you're sitting with your literal arse on the grass, so you're like shin height of all the players. I find it so difficult to make out like formations and who's playing where.
You find it difficult at the best of times, doesn't it?
Yeah, let's be honest, I do. But I just struggle. Literally just looking at knees like the whole length of the pitch. It's just awkward to make out anything. And especially when you were looking down there, where's the big camera? When you're looking down this, like, you just see a little frame in a corner, like it's impossible. But
that's worth a $5.
Anyway, that's worth a €5. €5, €5 yen.
Do you think enough is being made about Shells' injuries at the minute, like in terms of like the narrative around them? Because like, imagine you go to Bowes and you take Hickey, Todd, Colin Whelan, and then Henry Francis has been in and out with injuries a little bit as well. Take Devoy out for the same amount of time as Jack Henry Francis. Like, Bowes would they have 10 points on the board if they took all those players out?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, our squad's probably bigger.
As well, like
I don't count him as being injured. He's always injured.
Yeah.
Similar to DJT off Bowes, those type of players, you think I just don't count them as being injured. Yeah, probably, but it's the same. Casey's the biggest. He's the big unlucky one for us. 23-year-old, probably never been injured in his life. Comes in, does his hamstring, like, or whatever he done. I'm not sure, but yeah, our squad's bigger than Bowes, so we can probably cope with it a bit better.
Yeah.
We should be producing when you're 2-0 up against Rovers. You got your win, you got your there. Just go and change up a little bit, and we stay too open. So yeah, when you go like that, you can't really blame injuries. But obviously, like I said, Mipo's a massive loss for us. Like I've said it before, at the start of the season, he got a lot of hate, but I love him.
Yeah.
Well, he was giving you a lot of love, wasn't he, as well?
He was, yeah. That's the great thing about the league, actually. He's done the combined 1-11 Bowes and Shells with my brother and my son, and end up must have scrolled to the end, or someone must have sent it to him. But you don't get this anywhere else. Mipo gave us a like, and I showed my unflet, and he was buzzing.
So, yeah. Listen, even at my age, my old age, I'll be buzzing, to be fair.
Yeah. And it was the official one because I had the little tick then and had like whatever 50,000 followers or something. So my unflow was buzzing with that.
Magic.
But you don't get that anywhere else, lads.
That's it. Yeah.
Class.
I still get a smile when the Bowes page likes my post and I'm the admin on it.
Well, it gives us all a good laugh at UCD as well, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, when they got back over.
Bring that up.
Did you see that, Ross? We Shane just talking about Dublin Derby's the biggest one last week, and obviously he went for the biggest one, which is Shells v Bows. Obviously, right? That's the one everyone talks about.
I know he said UCD doesn't count in this, like in the video. Like it was like,
and UCD come back saying, what did they actually say?
oh,
What
that's not. Yeah, the actual
No
official
way.
UCD page came back and said, "Oh, don't forget us. That's not fair."
No, they said that's a disgrace. Is what they said.
That's a disgrace. Yeah.
Because you said I'd be including UCD, and one of us said no. They weren't happy.
Lads, if you see that clip of Shane with the Dublin Derby post, let us know your thoughts if you haven't said them so far.
Enough people have,
I was about to say, yeah.
I got a bit. Actually,
I don't know if you see the first comment, lads. I just had to bring this up, but me and Daz see it as it come up. We were cracking up. The first one said, "This is the worst thing I've ever seen."
That was the first comment of the world.
yeah.
As
Got
the
one of
opener, by the
those
way.
ones.
As the opener.
It was one of those ones where I was like, "Oh damn, is the comments going to get more likes here than the video?" And I was like, "Oh no," but thankfully it didn't.
No, you've done all right. There was a few that did agree with you. Would you agree with his opinion, by the way?
Shells Bows is the best derby in Dublin.
Yeah, would you agree with that?
The biggest derby in Dublin.
No,
Is
I
that
said
a different
I
question?
said Shells Derby.
Biggest Shells derby.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And then you did go on to
Did I say it's the biggest? I did
Well,
say it's
I don't
bigger
think
than
that's
Bows.
too controversial, is it? I would probably would have had Pats as it just from when I went back early days, won the league in Inchicore. I always would have considered Pats probably our biggest rivals, but I think maybe the North Dublin aspect and then maybe the last couple of years as well
Fact, yeah.
probably has added into the bite to it and the needle in it. Like
You'll have him back, won't you?
He's already signed, isn't he? 10-year contract.
So Rossi's in. You're furious.
Well, no, I still think my point from last week is fairly relevant, where I said that, like, when it comes to from a Bows perspective, like, it feels like you want to be Shamrock Rovers, the team, Shamrock Rovers, the establishment. You want to be that club, but when it comes to fans, you want to be Shelbourne fans. So I still think Bows and Rovers is the biggest game. That's the game everyone wants to watch. It's obviously, Shane said that they're probably the two biggest supporter clubs in the league. But you want to go and be Rovers for everything they stand for. But then when I play Shells, then I want to get one up over on the fans, kind of. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
So that I guess that's my take. And I know Craig agreed with me last week on that one, so I hope he comes back in to back me up because I'm on my own here. But
Back up round two.
I'm never going to concede that Bows Rovers is a smaller derby than Shells. I'm never going to admit that. But I do think that when it comes to fans, and especially Shane's definition of a derby being it's all based on locality, then I will give him that. But I still think Bows Rovers is a much bigger game.
I remember I was saying last year, I was in a video before and I said the last few Bows Rovers games have been absolutely terrible watches. Like it's really lost that, and it was a 3-2 game, of course. Reece Brennan late winner, like, so yeah.
There's a great take from Reece, good lad.
What do you say? I'll beat Shells and beat Rovers. I know not more Shells. Ah, there you go. See?
Good mate, mine Reece.
You too. And Nan, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Lads, we're going to move on from this now. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. There's way more viewers than there is likes. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. If you've been here before and you haven't subscribed, please make sure you do. And if you haven't, just subscribe. Whatever. Let's move on. Lads, going to move on to the most impressive stand in the country, actually. Because just talking about that game, it was the first time that I've been pitch side at Tolka Park. And I actually looked at the Riverside now. Obviously, it was in all its glory with it being absolutely packed, considering it was the biggest derby in Dublin on the night. And I looked at it and I actually thought to myself, that's actually a very impressive stand with how full it was, the noise coming out of it. It wasn't even the singing necessarily, but even just it was a fully invested stand, which you don't get everywhere. It looked like got a lot of character, a proper feel to it. Lads, obviously you can't say the Riverside because be a bit biased now, but have you had that feel anywhere else? What's your thoughts across the league? What's the best stand in the country, do you think?
Away, home, it's obviously two different things because you're in two different parts of it though. Yeah. For the home stand, I'll give Drogheda a bit of love. I don't know what that stand is called.
Cross lanes.
Yeah, that thing. But yeah, I'll give the famous 45.
You love it so much. It's that thing.
I don't know what the name for it is.
Yeah,
man, it's that stand over there where I try to make all the noise. Yeah, I'd give Drogheda for the home end just because of how much I know you can only speak off atmosphere and whatnot or whatever, but how much they have little they kind of shout about and they still create a noise for the stand that I think is good. And then for away end, it's like it has to be that mono stand. It's great. It's beside the coaches, creates atmosphere, creates noise. You can bang on the back of it. It's the mono stand.
It's a beauty, to be fair.
It's just a nice stand.
It's a
isn't it?
tin
It
can
is
with a
good.
roof, so it just generates noise. Like if you
Yeah.
you're
That's all you
shouting into
need.
that.
That's all you need. Keep football simple.
Yeah.
People want all these.
There's always some great clips of like late winners, like Kerr McEnroy bows last year. Do you know the fans? Itch, like it's just you get some great clips out of it as well. I feel like
I think I don't know
You're
if I said it
having a
here
We
before.
get rid of him.
You're having a terrible time tonight. I'll tell you.
I don't know
what.
if I said it before here, but Rennie or Declan Devoyne wanted it gone because Bow's record was poor at home, and partly because the atmosphere that does create.
yeah.
I'd say so.
What's it? Is it 500 capacity or
450.
450? Is it? Yeah,
It's
yeah.
exactly 10% of daily mounts. It's
Is
450.
it? Okay, yeah.
I was
No,
going
it
to
is
say
a
something there,
cracker.
but I won't try it under that one now. I think,
Yeah.
So you're sure now, Shane?
No, I'm not
Oh,
going to
get
say
the big
it.
in.
No, it's alright. It says it's. Oh, I'll have to say it now. I suppose
think
you've
it's
never
better
been in
for-
it then, have you, Ross? Because everyone in the league knows it's 450, but it's alright.
Well, just round it up, like, you know.
try to give me one there. But I think, especially if we're going with the whole not saying your own home stand, I think I'll give a bit of credit to the Riverside. Drogheda as well, 100% agree on that one. And then I think the mono as well. I'd say they'd be my favourite three. Obviously, I haven't been in a stand in years, so I'm kind of looking at it from the outside. But Riverside's a bit of crack. Drogheda would be probably my favourite away. Well, home fans when I'm away, and then the mono then is great.
Before you kick into that, Shane, I know you want to touch on that, but I just want to touch off the fact that all of you have mentioned stands that are not modernised, stands that are not absolutely sensational facilities, and all these facilities that we're crying out for across the league. And look, we are expecting slightly better facilities across the league. I mean, we touch on Oriole toilets that we see on socials. They offer two cubicles for a whole away end, which is unacceptable. But what I'm touching on there is that football is simple and football is about character. Football isn't necessarily about the finest facilities, and I won't go back to that ground until they offer me this, that, what have you. Keep football simple. That's what it's about, because as soon as it starts going off in that tangent with we need this, we need that. No one's mentioned Tala, which is obviously fantastic facilities in that respect.
Even
But
speaking from my perspective, like the Shells European Games last year, and desperate, like compared to the kind of qualifying rounds.
We didn't really produce on the pitch to give us much, though.
That's
But
fair.
and the weather was terrible.
Yeah, well,
But I actually think
Tala's always bad, though.
Shells,
Yeah.
Shells are to blame for that one.
Yeah.
I think that you didn't make it your own anyway. It just didn't feel like you were.
The
going to a
weather was
Shells match.
terrible and
Well,
stuff
that
like
didn't
that.
help.
So yeah.
I was on the pitch for that Hacken game. My phone broke. It rained so hard, and I wore jeans that night, so I was literally sitting in a puddle.
Yeah, Tala's though. Did you get one, Ross?
I'll get the first division some love. I was down there probably 2019, I'd say, maybe when Cork were in their heyday. I was in the shed end for Cork Dundalk. It was a kind of a top of the table clash. And to be fair, like this is when like Turner's Cross, obviously we've seen a nosedive in attendances the last couple of years, but at this stage, like the atmosphere was electric in there, and you're kind of close on top of the pitch. We had a winner down that end of the pitch as well, and fans pouring onto it nearly. So it showed the first division some love. Cork was a spot now. I like Turner's Cross as well. When you have the kind of 4 stands around the pitch as well, and it's full, I think that looks great as well.
There's a load of
Munster FA Turner's Cross. Let's give it its full title there.
Oh, they changed it. Yeah.
Someone just said as well to give a shout out to the Shed. I know you're a big fan of Dundalk, Seb, so maybe you want to.
I can't comment on the Shed because we weren't.
It was Jack said
Yeah. When they were good, we were in that graveyard division. So like the best days of the Shed I got was when they had Philly Hills. Like so, like can't give them that. So fortunately, I can't comment on the Shed, but maybe it's back. So
there's many grounds that I like, and many stands that I like. To be honest with you, I like DC Park is up there for me for a home experience. You can go on any part of it. The bar is great, the food's great, all of that stuff. Sligo Rovers, the fact that you got the home end and the away end right next
that
to
cage
each
is
other.
terrible. That fencing thing wrecks my head.
Oh, I love it.
I think as an away day, Sligo and Galway are 2 of the best away days in the league.
I agree with you. It's great.
Sligo Stewarts annoy me as well.
I like the
not Sligo Galway Stewarts wreck me head.
Jody stands up there for me. The way you walk in, the feel is a proper old school.
Yeah, but like someone said
feel.
there, which is the reason why I'm not going to say the Jody is because you've got 2 groups and 2 separate ends, which takes away the stand for me.
Yeah. It depends what angle you go with, but the
whole thing, I go with the whole thing, and you've got if you put those 2 fans together, I don't know the politics between those 2 sets of groups, but if you put them together, probably would be the number 1, but because
from
like you've got,
I'm gonna get one of the Bows fans in the chat to correct me on this, but from what I know is that all of the fans were in one. Let's just say it was F and G. and then that was kind of the older heads, and then as kids start coming to the game and getting involved, the older lads moved up to A and made their own noise up there, and the kids all stayed in F and G, and now it's going to become, you have that section down there and then the section up in A. I think that's what it is, but I'm open to be corrected on that. But I can't say from my point of view, like obviously this is a very privileged position to be standing in front of the stand. I will stand in front of A when we're shooting into the goal at A, and I'll stand down in front of F and G when we're shooting into the goal at the Des Kelly there. So I get to experience it on both sides. Whereas let's say everyone was in F and G when we were shooting up into A, like then I'd be standing in front of the less noisy fans, if you want to call it that, whatever you want to say. But so I get to experience it from both elements of it. But obviously I'm not in the stand.
It's A, F and G, yeah, and it's exactly what you were saying, because there was a vote as well, wasn't there? Because they put it into the supporters to say which end are you going to sit, let's get this sorted. And for one game they all bundled into A, and that was Rovers on the Sunday before Coldplay. And it was
How do you even remember that?
well, it was
11 o'clock in the morning kick-off,
and it was that big chap up
and
top.
the pitch was a joke, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, and everyone, because I was sitting in F, and then all of a sudden it was just absolutely derelict, and I was thinking, where the bleeding hell's everyone gone? And everyone bundled up the other end. So, but Jody for the walk, I suppose, is what I'm trying to say. That feel of when you go into a proper football ground, proper nostalgia, you can feel the history. I know Jody stands new enough, but the actual around the place gives you that feel as well. And although it's not for atmosphere or anything like that, but in every stand in Tala, it doesn't feel like it gives you that football feel when you walk in, apart from the north stand. I think the south, the east and the west, you don't have that concourse, you don't have that feeling that you're walking into a football ground. It didn't feel like football was in mind when they built the ground. But when you go into the north stand, it gives you that concourse feel. It actually gives you like you're walking into a football terrace, and then you walk out, and because it's slightly more steeped as well. It's a bigger
We drifted off there. You mentioned Tala. I just kind of
I'm not even sure I'm listening to
in the
this
chat
stage.
box.
You crack on.
It's obviously a thing where we all call Tala Solus. Is it purely an attendance thing that makes us Solus?
It's the weather. It's like, I suppose it's unfair to compare us to what Pat's done in July, because when we went in, it was Baltic. It was raining. It was windy. It was terrible. So when Pat's went there in the summer, you'd probably easier to create an atmosphere. The game is probably better because it's not windy. Yeah, Tala's
not completely soulless though. I mean, I get what you're saying in terms of atmosphere, yes, but if you go through the east stand of Tala and go through the main stand and go through where the members bar is, and actually where all of the old heads are who have been there through thick and thin, there's plenty there to write home about. They're just not singing, but there is a lot there that I'd say, do you know what, fair, because when I've obviously been in every part of Tala, but that's the main part where I felt like, this is where the proper part of the football club is. Do you know what I mean?
I think attendance has to come into it, because it probably is half full or half empty, whatever you want to say, every week nearly. Probably is it? Yeah. Like, was it 5.5 average
the fact
attendance?
That when they won it against Sligo, they won it against Sligo last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, 6k was it?
It's something like that.
Yeah,
it was absolutely
pretty poor, like.
But to be fair, when you're in Europe, that's like it comes into it as well.
Here we go.
You'll have it this year. I'm not giving you.
No, yeah. Craig asked the question there. Said to the panel, any grounds you're yet to visit? Do you reckon between the four of us we've got them all ticked off, or do you reckon there's some we've missed?
I haven't been to Kerry. You've been to Kerry.
I haven't been. I've been all to Premier Division. I haven't been all to first.
You had a cracker in Kerry last year, weren't you?
I was absolutely blessed.
Yeah,
I think that's the only ground I've yet to be. Yeah,
I'm actually
there's a fair few on the first
to see what I'm missing.
Did you go to Kerry that time?
In the cup game, yeah. I have not been to. I've not been to Bray, Finn Harps.
Well, that don't count. Yeah, sorry.
Cove.
You've never been to Finn Harps?
Longford. They're the ones that haven't been. Bray. What was it? Bray, Cove, Longford, and what else did I say?
I'm just Kerry.
I haven't done Finn Harps.
I think I missed one. I can't remember.
There's a fair few in the first division.
Yeah, see as well. Also, with the women's league as well, I end up down there with the fourth division teams. Their women's team playing that ground, so I've been in the grounds even when they haven't been in the division as well. So that's
the treaty away, and we were there a few years ago, and there was a big hole in the stand. I'd imagine in down in treaty. I'd imagine that's what Ben's talking about there. Fond memories, yeah. We had a big hole in the stand, like. Yeah, awful. But yeah, Derry, we'll take Derry off now in a few weeks. See what that GA ground is like.
Yeah, that'd be decent enough. Okay. Let's just move on. We're gonna move on.
So it's the Riverside, yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Sold.
I'll tell you what, looking at it from the outside in, actually look more impressive than being in it, though, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
That's the truth.
Harps is an awful away trip.
Lads, make sure you hit the like button, please. Thanks very much. Subscribe, and also, if you're watching this back, lads, what's your favourite stand? Please leave a comment. Thanks very much. Lads, there's reports across the league that there is constant away ticket issues. It's not just one club. It's reported across several clubs across social media platforms. Get involved in the chat box. Let us know your thoughts. Have you experienced issues when purchasing away tickets? Let us know in the chat box, please, and we'll come back to them very shortly. Thanks very much. So, look, I suppose we'll start with the ticket situation that happened on Monday as well. I mean, there was tickets got released for the Bows fans, 500 sold. They had to be refunded. And then the fans were trying to get in. And obviously they couldn't get in with their tickets because they'd already been refunded, which is not ideal. Jane, when you buy away tickets, do you experience problems?
It's an absolute nightmare, lads. It's the ache, whatever that was. It does my head in. Yeah, from all the clubs. I had a nice one with Sligo tonight, though. That was grand. Yeah, nice and easy. Probably because there's less people going on it. I know maybe it's a Saturday thing, I don't know. But yeah, the 500 thing, they both didn't release the... or it was a Shell's problem. They didn't release the membership tickets, so anyone could buy them. So you had to refund them. But like, I was in Derry last week, and you can't buy. There was hassle getting into the link. You can't buy a kid's ticket. Now I don't know whether this is for everyone or I'm doing something wrong, but hopefully it's not just me. You can't buy a kid's ticket without an adult's ticket, but I can't buy 2 tickets at one time. So how am I supposed to buy my kid a ticket? Like,
So how did you get that sorted?
I've got mates in Derry who are good lads. Shout out to the Derry people who gave me a hand. And after that, we'll say no more. Yeah, I got in. That's the main thing.
Dazzler, you're a man on the ground. Do you know what actually happens with these tickets when they go on sale?
I'd be lying if I said I did. No, I actually genuinely haven't a clue. I
Right.
have nothing to do with tickets on that side, so I don't think I can offer
The
anything.
Wharf one, yeah. That
You
was
heard
my
any
next one.
reports of...
I've heard a few things the odd time, but like, again, I'm in a really privileged position where I never have to buy tickets or worry about tickets, so it's just outside of my lane. I don't think I can offer anything of real insight on that entirely.
Do you any experience yourself?
It is an ongoing issue that's been going on for years. Like, you think in 2026 it's something that they'd sort out, like, you know. Obviously for the Derry game where we won the league up there. Like, I don't know, like, obviously I wasn't getting anywhere near a ticket for that, but like, they have to do something like getting members. That has to be the bare minimum for these high profile Dublin derbies, big football matches where there's limited capacity in the way, and they have to figure something out where season ticket holders, that has to be some sort of list, like, you know.
Yeah, there has to be something. So what actually happened, Shane?
Or
The tickets.
for which game? I was reading the chat.
The tickets. So when you go to buy an away ticket, what's the process? Does it
Every
go-
club is different. So really seeing there, Waterford for the Waterford away tickets, you have to have, like, you need to register. Now, if you're a new kind of fan coming into the league, like, you're not aware of this, like, so
I had to do that.
I don't. It's an absolute nightmare. Like someone says, like putting your passport details, filling in your beer chart and all. You need the whole lot to go with it. Like, I obviously know this, so maybe putting this out there to new fans is probably a bad idea for me, because now more people are going to be aware of it. But you have to register to get into the Waterford link. So if you were out there doing that and you didn't know about it, it's not put out to you. Maybe clubs could communicate. I don't know if it's just Shells or if everyone else is the same. I have this thing of that the people that run it aren't dealing with the tickets, like similar to Daz. You asked him a question, not that he's going to know it, but they don't need to know about it. They're getting in anyway. So it's the proper fans that suffer who go to every single match. I know, like, loyalty systems I talked about, it seems like a lot of work. I think Rovers have a premium season ticket. I'm not sure how that works. I've suggested that for Shells to do, and people will put their hand in the pocket. I would, if I would pay an extra £100 a season or whatever it is, to not have to worry about it, because you know the lads that this is the problem with home season tickets. They don't go to Sligo, don't go to Derry, don't go to Waterford, X, Y and Z. Minute Bows comes around, latch on to Bows. Semi-final comes around, latch on to a semi-final. So, like, for me to just not have that worry, plus I have to, like, schedule my whole family around logging on to a link at 7 o'clock at night. Can't put the kids to bed, can't do this, can't do that, have to sit in the car. Sometimes the link doesn't come on time. That's all around the league, and you see it here now what people are saying. Like, it's just I don't know, football for the fans is kind of what you say, and it's something that the league definitely need to get hold of.
No, there is some leagues out there that do actually do separate away season tickets as well, so you could just buy away season tickets to make sure you get all of the games as well. Do you know?
Yeah, I would happily do that. Like, and people who go to them shouldn't have to worry. And it's not a case of I've been following someone, because we have this argument in the show sometimes. I've been following someone for 25 years. If I follow someone for 25 years and I stop going to the matches for a few seasons, that's me starting back from scratch then. If some new fan is going to come in 2 or 3 years, go to every single game, he deserves to go than me just jumping on a Bows match, like, because I don't go to any other ones, or we're at the getting to a semi-final now, I'm going to jump on that, like. But also there is a case of the links, like the Waterford one, like Oars release. Drogheda have done it to us a few times. That also needs to be kind of looked at as well.
Do you think there needs to be like a league-wide system in place then, or something? There needs to be like a platform made by the league, or is there something that you can do there? I don't know. Like, is every team being different in the way they do it a problem? Like?
Yeah, I think some have contracts now with other ticketing agencies,
yeah.
so they're locked in for a certain amount of time.
Waterford would be sharing the same as what the Fleet would do. I should imagine it would be a similar process, and I think Drogheda United would be similar to what Walsall are doing as well.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
just Silkeborg, whatever is it in Sweden or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Just for me, the lads, whatever system comes or whatever, the lads who go to every single away match shouldn't be worrying about Pat's 500 tickets, or we, to be fair, we give 1,000, Bows give 450, and then obviously you've got the fear of a semi-final being reduced because teams want advantage and they're only going to get the bare minimum.
So I want to get in the chat box there then, lads. Let's pick out a few comments. Any of you want to pick out there, Shane?
No, I went on a rant there, sorry.
The chat is very active, by the way, so do feel free to dig through them all.
Right, so where do we start? Daz, do you want to read? Can you see what's going on? Because I need to get right back to the top.
Yeah, you can scroll up a little bit. I think the one question that came up there is, I don't know if Shane touched on it, I apologise if I missed it, Shane, but they're talking about point systems. What do you make of that idea where, you know, you get a point every time you go to an away game?
Yeah, that could work, but it's another kind of staff member that the club's going to have to pay to have it, and I can understand why someone who owns a club is like, I can use your money elsewhere. So I don't.
The issue I always see with point systems though is that, like, if you buy the ticket and then you give it to Ross to go,
how do you scan it?
Name,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
I'd also just buy
my
my ticket and not go. Not that happens very often, but that's the thing with loyalty systems, is how do you stop that? Like, you can buy a ticket, not go, but how do you prove you've not gone?
Yeah,
I don't know what the answer is, but also selling, like, giving links without memberships, like stuff like that, which a lot of clubs do, can be, and also just even emailing your club to say, like, when you're logging into Waterford, you're going to need to register, so do it the day before or do it 10 minutes before. Don't just wait till 7 o'clock because you're going to miss out. Just a bit of respect, that's all. I think.
That's it.
So Reece Kane's put Waterford and Derry are the worst. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I think I said about Derry, but I'm not sure if someone else said he got. I think my dad he's a Bows man as well, so he said he done it. I don't know, maybe I'm doing something wrong on that one, but that's probably a glitch that I need a bit of help to fix.
Needs a priority or point system, especially for Dublin games. Craig's put for Bows away. Tickets go to members first, 48-hour window, then season tickets for 24 hours, then general if applicable. Ben's put, ever tried to get a Longford ticket website, was so strange, just a bog standard club. We also have Jack, I was told I couldn't get into Pat's Away because I didn't have a wristband. What is it, nightclub now, is it? Right now. We also have Gary's in the old Tuesday 7 p.m. link, worries pure stress. Aaron's put, I do think though with bookshelves on average it's 1,500 to 1,700 actually looking for tickets, but should still supply more. Any other comments we want to pick out there, lads? Because mine's not scrolling up properly for whatever reason.
Yeah, the thing about having too many members is, my point is also, how do you find a way to get the lads who go to all the matches to make sure that they're the ones that go to, and that's where maybe an extra premium ticket could kind of solve that, because people will put their hands in their pocket. You might have 1,700 members, but you don't sell 1,700 to go to Sligo.
Yeah,
not the Derry, not the Cork. The lads who go to there should be the ones who, and I think they would. Right now, and given all the 5 years ago, you probably wouldn't have said no, but I'd put my hand in my pocket to pay an extra ticket to just have the peace of mind that I don't have to worry about any of this nonsense.
Sure, even for the Ireland tickets for the game in Czech Republic next week, I think they have some sort of system in place. Like, people have to go to the last 10 away games. There was something there, like some sort of loyalty system there. There has to be something brought in to kind of try and reward fans who are going, not having the casual fan rock up and then somehow nab a few tickets. Like,
Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree with you. I think you're dead right there. And what about ticket resales as well, lads? That's not something that's over here as well. Ticket resales. If someone buys a ticket or someone has a season ticket and they can't go to a game, they can't do a resale on that ticket either. So potentially that
Oh, I didn't. I don't think I know anyone who has a season ticket that doesn't go to a game.
you know, but if you miss one, but if you miss one, it can't go out for resale. For example, I'll give you an example: Bows versus Shells for an away ticket. It changed. The fixture changed, and then some people couldn't go for the mono stand. So then those tickets. Everyone wants a ticket, but they can't actually resell the ticket on a platform. Now they might know someone who would take the ticket, but sometimes people don't know someone who would take the ticket.
You mean there's no official resale, is what you're saying?
Exactly, yeah.
I think that's a few years away when every team was selling out the ground regardless of who you're playing against, isn't it? But something.
Yeah, no, you're probably right. It's just I thought I'd bring it up because I noticed it myself with the.
No, in fairness, I see people passing their memberships or their season tickets around. I would not give my season ticket to nobody.
Yeah, see, people do that, and I find I think myself fair play to you.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, literally.
Fair play to you because I wouldn't do it myself, to be honest with you. But anyway,
right, let's move along.
Let's move along, lads. Please make sure you hit that like button, comment as well, and subscribe. If you're watching this back, would you like to see a ticket and point system? Do you feel like there should be a reward if you are travelling to those long away games? Let us know in the comments, please. Thanks very much. Lads, we're going to have to...
Everyone's favourite topic next.
Yes, listen, I mean, we can't go by this weekend set of fixtures without talking about the officiating, can we? But before we get on to the officiating, we'll talk about the 12 men of Derry. Their supporters were fantastic, weren't they? No, look, yeah, look.
Apparently it's not the first time they've done it. Apparently against Waterford this season, they had 12 men on the pitch for a minute or two as well.
Derry as well.
Derry again. Yeah, second time this season they've done it. Apparently.
Surely that's wrong.
Swear to God, yeah.
Should have told me that earlier. They gone back and watched it.
Yeah.
Turner Lynch doing all he can to get 3 points.
That's not right.
Well, yeah, like I think part of the issue that they're blaming was I think they're making these triple and quadruple subs, and only one number can go up at a time. They can't put the two numbers side by side, so they're saying
that was the Pats board, though, isn't that just their board?
The Pat was that the Pat? Yeah, Pat's the most recent game.
I'm really sure I seen someone say that the Pats, whatever you want to call it, the sub board. I don't know what that's actually called. Still has Aircom League stickers on it. So that's how old that is, which is incredible.
Yeah, I don't know. Just count the people, lads. If you're making 10 subs at a time, just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, restart the game.
You did that in Sunday League, like it's embarrassing.
It's not that difficult.
I mean, that's all the fourth official has to do is hold the bleeding board up.
This is
just
one
get
thing.
It right, mate.
This is one thing you can say. I used to referee donkeys ago. This is one thing where you can actually say if you've refereed a game of football, it doesn't really make a difference. You don't need to do it at any level. Counting is just what you're doing for, like as you're for, like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just count the numbers. You have to have 10 subs. Just go 1, 2, 3, 4. How can you restart the game with 12 players? Imagine if Pats had gone on and won that header and the goalkeeper didn't kick it out. Or Derry, had gone in and won the header, the goalkeeper didn't kick it out, and you've got 12 players on the pitch and you score a goal. Lads, come on, I can't.
Well, should the fourth official not be like, okay, there's 3 players going on the pitch here, I'm waiting for 3 players to get off the
And what
pitch,
did he book Markey for? He booked Markey for being too slow to go off. He didn't. I don't know.
But also, the thing with that is that ordinarily you don't let a player on the pitch without one coming off.
Yeah, usually
that's you have to wait until that player comes off. So what happened there?
I don't know. They obviously got mixed up. Markey obviously didn't know it was him coming off though. Did someone not bring a note on? Did someone not bring a note on to Markey to say, here, isn't that the trend going around the football now? Bring on a note there, tell him. And Markey goes, I'm not in this note.
The gaffer said, stay on, even if your number comes up, son. You make sure you stay on that pitch, all right? No, I mean, from a fourth official's point of view, though, Shane, I mean, surely he doesn't let that player come on.
Yeah, he shouldn't, yeah. Yeah, he shouldn't. It should be one off, one on.
Yeah, it's so simple. Like.
He got booked, even thought it was officiating there. Yeah, this is a comment there about that there.
Read out there, Shane.
Fourth official put Duffy's number up twice, so Markey didn't know to come off. So Markey's number never went up on the board. Duffy's number went up twice. Yeah. So how are you booking Markey? The referee just booked Markey because he was like, I'm not making Hames this. Let's just throw me cards around. Which is why did he book Markey? The person who came onto the pitch when he shouldn't come onto the pitch is the one who should get booked.
Is there any procedure in place for if something does happen when there's 12? Like if Derry had a score or something, like is the goal ruled out?
If we learned that from AFCON the other day, God, it's all up in the air.
Shane, you're getting popular in this chat box. I do want to get back to the officiating in a minute, but you're getting popular in this chat box. I just want to call out the 3 comments.
That's why I'm always reading it, and I'm like,
PFC, we need Shane to slander James McLean. There's also another call for that as well. PFC said it twice, sorry. And then Ben is the Galway fella. He said, Shane called me depressed 3 weeks ago. Safe to say I still am.
He's buzzing now. That's the Galway fan, isn't it?
It is the Galway fan.
We need to get him in.
Here, Ben, don't be telling porcupines. We see that little video of you when the Sligo Rovers and you're beating 1-0. You behave yourself.
It's reverse psychology. He's buzzing, he is now.
Absolutely.
We're going to touch on Galway in a few minutes, me mate.
And you're signing the season, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
And
manager of the season too.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was before a ball was
That really
kicked.
does.
Yeah.
That was before a ball was kicked.
I think time-wise, I think we should fly through the refs and then talk a little about the game.
Yeah, we'll squeeze a little bit in. We definitely want to be talking about high-flying Dundalk anyway. But, look, in terms of that, it was absolutely mental, wasn't it? But the officiating didn't end there. Obviously, we... Shamrock Rovers got away with one. Sligo Rovers can have a right to feel aggrieved this weekend. Anyway, Pico got away with one.
Yeah, that was a Stonewall penalty, wasn't it? Like,
you were showing it to me before. I feel like when I watched it first, I thought, yeah, Stonewall penalty. When I was watching it back there, I think they're more hard done by in Dundalk than they were there. I think.
Do you think?
I think so. I think the Dundalk one is a very, very soft penalty. I think Pico's, I don't think it's as bad. I can kind of see why it wasn't given. Like,
I think they're both, to be honest with you, I think they can feel hard done by for both. I thought the Dundalk one was a bit soft.
Yeah, usually they even themselves out.
And you thought Pico's was a penalty?
I thought Pico's was a penalty, yeah.
No, I agree with that. Not often we agree on things, is it? But we do now.
Look, there's a first rev from there, Shane. First rev. Reese is going to be flying in the comments slagging me and you off now.
No, me and Reese are on good terms now. It's all right.
You're doing all right, yeah? Well, perhaps he'll be out to me anyway. Who knows?
Yeah.
Look, so they obviously felt aggrieved there, and then we had John Caulfield. He got sent off as well. Obviously, we know what you're going to say already.
No, well, he should never have been sent off. John Caulfield could say what he wants. Give him the freedom of Galway at this stage.
Absolutely, he gets the keys. He gets the keys. Now, look, I mean, the lad obviously got booked. He weren't happy at all.
No, I didn't.
Him, was it?
I thought it was a bit harsh. He does lean in. He might go over, but like I suppose John's a big enough, he's an experienced enough man to know like to not get involved. But yeah.
Does he have a right to say something there though? If he feels like it shouldn't have been a yellow, or does he have to just accept the officials' decisions?
It depends what he said, doesn't it? I think he could have been giving them dogs abuse, like, you know. And I think for Galway, I think every point is so important. It's such a big game for them as well down there, so they needed to win. So I think tensions are high and take over a little bit, I suppose.
Yeah, I agree with that, and he's doing a great job, so he can say what he wants.
That's it.
But on the flip side, Shane, obviously you love John Caulfield. You're not a big fan of Dervin, but he got sent off as well.
No, and I'm absolutely delighted he got sent off because he won't play against Bowes now on Friday. So I'm happy he got sent off, and there was a clear red card. He just dived in because
it was a reckless two-footed kind of thing, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was.
What are you doing? Like,
yeah,
do you know what I mean? Just lost the head trying to kind of keep the game, or like they were winning 1-0 and he just dived in.
That's him all over though, isn't it? Like he's like that. Like he has that in, like silly decisions.
Listen, I don't mind Devin. I think he's decent enough.
He's a decent engine on him, but he's not a fantastic footballer. Like he's a decent engine.
Nah, look, he's
kind of like that gap between the first division and Premier Division. He's kind of like floating in between that a little bit in terms of quality.
I think he does a number. I don't mind him in the middle of the park, but it was a red card.
Yeah,
he's no Keith Buckley anyway. That's all I'd say.
There we go. Well, he's making a return anyway to Oriel Park. Let's move on to that one, suppose, lads, shall we? He is making a return to Oriel, not Oriel Park.
I didn't want to correct you there. I didn't want to jump in.
Yeah, I was thinking he's been to Oriel Park a few times at this stage. But he's making his first return to Dalymount anyway. But they go in an absolute flying form, don't they, lads? Say 6 points out of 6. Been absolutely sensational.
Yeah, massive weekend for them because obviously I think it was their first win of the season last Friday, I think. So, but they've obviously been putting in good performances, like a couple of really encouraging draws. Had a kind of a tough run as well, a few tough games in there. So very encouraging. I think Kilduff's a very good manager, to be honest. I think he's a really kind of young, really talented manager. Has been playing well. There's some really good players, to be honest, as well. I like to look at your man T from Kerry, Aruby. Looks decent. Owen Kenny's looked like I wasn't sure if he could make the step up. He looked a little bit kind of inconsistent at times last season when he was in the Premier Division before, but he's really looking like a proper smashing little player. So Daryl Horgan goes without saying that he's been 2 goals, 4 assists so far. He's flying. So really, really promising times for Dundalk. And I think everyone probably tipped them for like 9th, 8th, 9th, 10th, but they might just kind of sneak out of that relegation battle a touch.
Look, I actually agree with everything you've just said there, to be honest with you. I think Killer, they didn't look too impressive in the first division last season. Dundalk, I was thinking to myself, they look a bit ropey, but since they've come to the top division, they look like they're battling for absolutely everything. I've been impressed so far, and for them to be sitting fourth when I tipped them to go down, I mean, I don't know why anyone is tuning into this show and listening to my football opinions, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Would he take 8? Like, tell you, they probably wouldn't take 8 now, would they?
No, exactly. No, they want European glory now.
No, yeah, they're going all the way.
They're getting the passports ready.
They're another one that's going to win the league, aren't they? Before else, Sligo was going to win the league. Now Dundalk are probably going to say they're going to win the league as well. So
everyone's in the league. No, they're flying though, aren't they?
No, they are. Yeah, fair play to them. He's doing a good job on. I think Cromwell might find it hard to get back in there now with O'Keefe and your man Williams at the back.
He's done really well actually. I'm glad you brought him up, O'Keefe, because he looked like a real leader.
I said I never heard of him last week.
Even though he was a right back, he was the one calling the shots at the back. You know, I was very impressed with him against Waterford. But just a fun fact, I know Daz, you said it on Twitter, I think you brought it up on Twitter, but a fun fact for you is Dundalk have conceded the most goals going into Friday. They'd conceded 10 goals across the game so far, but Waterford in the 2 games conceded 9. So there you go.
Diabolical. And here, if you exclude the Waterford fixtures, on the Friday night and the Monday night combined, there was 10 goals scored, and they conceded 9 in their own games. That's outrageous.
I've talked about Waterford enough, lads, so I'm not going to go in.
No, but here, we just had to touch on the fact, because we go back to the first show that we done, we mentioned how they changed their entire back four, and it's going to be a case of they just need to score more than they concede, because they are going to concede a lot of goals. And obviously, like Paul Johnny got his first goal of the day, they haven't been finding the net as much, but they've been letting in a lot of goals. I think they're at 17 now.
That Paul's goal reminds me, what did you say? Remember I said this earlier on about the 6-yard box, a free kick was bravely. Free kick happened on the 6-yard box. Let the keeper take on the 6-yard box. Keeper moves to the penalty spot. The ball lands like just outside the box, which means Paul Jammon's header or from shot is inside the box. So make the defender take it, or the goalkeeper from where the foul is. Like, it's one of those ones where he sneaks a few yards. It doesn't look. We have the wind behind him. Hoofs it up the field, 10 yards further back, and it's not a goal.
Yeah.
Or it's a bit easier for the defender to defend. That stuff annoys me. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah, I mean, he looked lost in the dugout daily, I have to say. I just have to say that he looked a bit cut adrift. He didn't know what way to turn, to be honest with you. And
they're kind of get out of jail free cards going. Your man Matt Lawler, who came in a few times last year, he's got given the Fleetwood job till the end of next season. So they've no get out of jail free card this year.
I'm bleeding now.
So
there you go.
There you go.
See what happens there.
Just keep him on.
Kevin Long's been signed though. We should probably touch on that as well.
But last week we were told it was Keith
Long.
We were all sitting here shocked. We didn't know. We were like, surely not. All of us sitting here lost last week.
Did you see on the socials though the way they announced it? Waterford, they signed you've been waiting so long or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, so someone said you've been waiting so long for a sign, and then the top comment said we're waiting for a miracle. And
then the next one was on how long do we have to wait for a win?
Oh, they were getting creased.
Yeah, that wasn't the right time to be announcing how he wants to sign it.
Not in that kind of way.
No.
Anyway.
Just put the signing up and
just he's in. Lads, he's here, all right. Job done.
Has the bang
unbelievable.
Has the bang of Damien Delaney gone back to Cork that time, I think, doesn't it? A little bit, like, just washed up centre half. Like, he hasn't played much football, I don't think, either. Like, was he MLS most recently for Toronto, I think. I think that was like middle of last year, maybe.
Anyone will make a difference to them at the back, so
they'll take any minute at this stage, wouldn't they? Try and show
if you're looking
things
at the
up
weekend overall, though, who do you think is the big winners from that weekend?
Dundalk.
Dundalk, yeah.
I think Bows, 2 good results for Bows as well, you'd say as well.
What do you make of Pat's results then as well, with the point against Derry as well the other day? Is that a good point, or Shane, obviously I know you're not a big fan of Derry?
Well, they changed it up though. Ollie Inge played midfield, and there was another snooze fest game, I'd imagine. Just all you do, get me in, you don't lose. Although I did, this is touching on Derry actually. I heard Gavin McLean, who I actually like him, he's sound to listen to, but he said that was the best 45 minutes that he'd seen Derry play in a long time. They were losing 2-1 on Friday at half time. Like, I was like, no wonder why Derry are in the free fall. Like, if that's the type of big character that's kind of giving gloss over a 2-1 half time loss, like, couldn't believe it. No, we were good as well though. We played well in Derry, and the back end of 4 games against Bows is probably good. Galway were good as well. They just about lost to Bows, and to be fair, I watched the game. I watched the Galway game back today, and Caulfield, to be fair to him, boy, talking about that, I said, you see me saying, why'd you put that one on the telly? Stop.
In fairness, I think everyone thought that was going to be a crap game.
Yeah, but now I'm not going to say that anymore, because Caulfield, to be fair to him, I criticise Kev for playing against the smaller teams and playing that bog ball football. But Caulfield put Hurley, switch it up against the wind. He was deeper with the wind. He went more forward, and they got his goal. One of the goals came from him. Like so, yeah. Caulfield's mixing up against the good teams and mixing up against the bad teams. So fair play. Keep Galway on the telly against the crap teams.
So yeah, it's fair to say Dundalk were the winners on that weekend. Bow's probably not too far behind, I think. And all. Pats, what was the Pats score on Friday?
Yeah,
4-1.
4-1 draw. Mark Doyle missed the penalty at 1-0. Well, it was 2-1. They were losing, and Mark Doyle missed the penalty.
I think, wasn't it? I think it was 1-0. I think it might have been 1-0
against his former
so
side.
We could have
as
gone
well.
2-1 up for that. Yeah,
would have changed the game completely. That second half as well.
I'd love to see an angle of that first goal that Drogheda got, the only goal Drogheda got. Because obviously the way Alloy TV shows it, he just, like, when they finally cut to him, he's like 20 yards behind the defence, but yet he's onside. I've no idea. I'd love to see a proper angle of that. I'm like, when you watch it back, you're like, how was he onside?
Yeah.
It's
Pats missed Keane Levy on Monday. I think though the attack
loss.
probably a bit toothless. He was a big loss of pace. He's pretty much there hold attack. So without him on Monday, you could probably have gambled a nil all on that one.
Yeah. I was thinking. I actually thought they should have signed Conan Noonan or something. I thought they should have been in for him to kind of compete with Levy, rotate with him a little bit. You know.
What the Seb thing of Conan
I
Noonan?
like him now.
No, he's good player, isn't
Yeah, he's not bad. Yeah, he's got a bit of talent about him.
he?
Yeah, no, he's.
That's the neutral Seb we love.
He's back
Tell us
again.
what you really think.
He's just a player that's off form. That's all though. He'll come good though.
I think he's a good player.
What do you make of the fixtures coming up at the weekend then?
Look, I mean,
Outside of Conan, I mean. Yeah.
I mean, look, there's a fit that, well, it's Derry need to win that one.
Yeah, against Drogheda, yeah.
Yeah, you'd be open. There's no fans, is there, for Drogheda?
Yeah, no.
No, 2 more games, I think.
They probably want to keep the head down anyway, so.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Derry have to win that one. Lynch, again, lads, I was about to say it's Lynch's job on the line if he doesn't win.
Yeah, we're getting second manager
that
sacked, yeah.
Hey, ignore that one. Ignore
Do you
it.
think he will finally play McLean not in midfield, like centre midfield?
No.
This is the question
I think
we
he's
want
going
to ask.
to keep. Like, I thought it was a banker that he wasn't doing that against Shells, and they were going to put in a good performance. And I couldn't believe he was still there. Even the Pats game.
It's
like,
in his contract that him and Paddy McLean have to play. That's simple. We've established that on this here already. Like so.
yeah.
He's there.
I find it mad that he plays centre mid still.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
like,
surely he's seen enough.
He's such a touchline footballer. Like, he's a wide player. You can play wing back. I actually think if he was playing left wing back with Duffy kind of further forward ahead of him, Duffy cutting inside, McLean on the overlap. Even if you had to shoehorn in on the right and having Barry Cotter going on the outside from McLean side, midfield, like, you saw Jack Henry Francis sent him into the stands on Friday. Like, he's not a midfielder by any stretch of the imagination. It's unbelievable.
They've got so much talent in that centre mid. Why do they need to put McLean in there? Just pop him out on the wing.
Oh, right, he's not playing.
Oh, just leave McLean there. He's doing a great job. He's doing great.
There we go.
We all know how much Shane loves McLean.
Stop
So
it.
you feel anyway Derry need to win on Friday.
I don't think they have to, Daz, don't they, surely?
I think both teams need to win, don't they?
Yeah. Well, like, it'd
Well,
be obviously
pressure's on
it'd be a
Derry.
good result for Drogheda, but the pressure's on Derry.
Yeah,
Absolutely it is.
Definitely.
Yeah. I know Seb loves to call for manager's head, so I'm just looking. Obviously, you're saying Tiernan Lynch under pressure there, and the next one on the list then is Waterford and Pats. Pats down in the RSC.
Yeah, look, I mean, John. Look, we could be going out to John Daly here. He's had a bit of a tough time. I don't think he knows his best 11. He's trying to cram all the best players into the side as opposed to picking his formation for me.
Yeah.
I'd be chopping and changing a few players in there, that's for certain. Even lads with talent, I'm not sure they fit the system necessarily. So I'd be looking at changing a few. Well, I'd have McLaughlin in there. I'd be having McLaughlin in the middle for sure, and I'd have McMenemy in the middle as well. I think they're two talents. McMenemy goes under the radar. He keeps things ticking nicely in there for me. McLaughlin is a good player. He's got a brain with the game. You know, he's got a footballing brain. He knows how to play. Keeps the ball ticking. Obviously, Podge, don't be dropping Podge. In my opinion, doesn't matter if he's not scoring goals. Leave him up there. He wears his heart on his sleeve as a leader.
Do you think it's do or die for Daly?
Well, I thought that after this weekend, to be honest with you, and he's still there. So,
Yeah.
No.
But do you make as well the Kevin Long sign? Do you think that's some sort of sign of trust in him, or do you think that was done weeks ago?
I
and
reckon
it's
that was
just
done a while ago.
No, I reckon that was just that was part and parcel. I'd say that was coming anyway. To be honest
Yeah.
with you, maybe with Mahon getting injured was because John Mahon.
Yeah.
Is it Mahon?
Mahon.
Oh,
Mahon,
Mahon,
yeah.
sorry,
yeah.
John Mahon.
This is
with him
you're one of them
getting
that says Cahill instead of Cahill and all
injured.
that.
Why do you think
Or
I call him?
Docherty instead
Yeah,
of
why do you
Doherty.
think I call him Big Kev? I avoid it last time.
You call him Kev Docherty, do you?
Yeah, but it rolls off me tongue.
Stop it. Get him out.
Am I the next one to go, am I?
I'm shredding the Irish passport you were talking about there. You're not getting
Here we go. He's going to be switching my camera off now. You know he will. Get him out. That's what I'm saying. Except for the chop. Anyway, is there any other games, is there any other clubs we want to pick out before we wrap things up here?
Well, I think just quickly brush over the last 3 fixtures. We don't have to go into too much detail on them, but it's Bows, Dundalk, Rovers, Galway, and Sligo Sheffield. So if you want to go in that order, I guess it's the order on Connect. So Bows, Dundalk is the next one.
Yeah.
The one on the telly.
Yeah, we've kind of touched off a Dundalk there. So from a Bows angle, I mean, what do we think for Bows this weekend? They'll be hoping for a little bit more than what they showed at Tolka Park anyway, won't they?
Yeah, it depends on what Dundalk come out though. Are Dundalk going to be happy to take a point after getting 6 last week? Can they defend? I don't think I've seen them defend the 18-yard box. So, can they? I'm not sure.
Would they want to?
That's what I mean. I don't know. I don't know. It's on the telly, so look, I hope it's not a game.
I think it's a really interesting game for the neutral, to be honest with you, because Dundalk have really gone after teams, and so do Bows. I mean,
they got a point in Tala, didn't they, as well, I think, Dundalk?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they got handed a point by Enniginty, but
they bat well.
Another one on Chelsea. I must forget what you were listing. I remember who it is.
He could have an 11.
They did. All I'm speaking is the truth. They did. Enniginty dropped the ball straight to Danny Mullen and he poked it in. And Charlie breaking the team down. But I think going at Bows is what they want. Do Dundalk have the quality? I know, like they have Danny Mullen up front and they've got Horgan and they can chop and change it to suit different teams. But I don't know. Yeah, you'd have to fancy Bows in the form they're in.
You do, but I think Dundalk could be a really good test from actually, to be honest with you. I think because they get up for games like Rovers, they get up for those types of games that
I think they've passed that recently with their Waterford and their Galway results, nicking the set pieces.
Away from home's no problem. It's daily mount. But maybe Galway, look, I mean, they did beat Galway in fairness.
Galway are a tough team to play against, though, aren't they? Like, they do make it, like that Bows weren't really great that night, I didn't think. Like, I think it was probably one of the boys' worst games this season, I'd say. But I think Galway, even we saw when Shell's played against them this season as well, like, they're just such a... It's not a nice watch, like, you know, so I think taking Galway games in isolation for any team is probably unfair, but... I think Dundalk will probably go at Bows, and that might suit Bows a little bit.
Yeah, so that's what I think as well. If they do that,
yeah. So I don't think Dundalk can sit in. Like, they don't have.
No,
we haven't seen it though.
Yeah,
they won't. I can't imagine Killer changing it just for this game.
They don't well up in Derry, but that pitch is kind of a bit of a leveler. So
he said in one of his pressers as well that they're going after teams this season. And they're going to sit back and just let things happen. They're going after teams.
Yeah.
So.
Well, without rehashing the 3 games that we've just gone over, do you want to give results for the 3 of them? Just Derry, Drogheda. Do you want to say? You want to give a result on that?
Derry, Drogheda. If Jane McLean's still playing, I'll go with a draw. If he changes it up after the drawing, they could potentially win.
I think Derry nick that, to be honest. I think they win it. I'll go 2-1 Derry. I think they might just have enough. I think he has to move McLean at some stage, so I'm going to go for 2-1.
3-1 Derry.
I'm going to go 1-0 Derry.
You won't see me in the Jody stand there, you mad thing.
Waterford Pats then? I'm going to start that one off. I think that's going to be 1-0 Pats.
I was thinking the exact same, to be honest.
We'll go with 2-1 Waterford. If Levy's not playing, they'll have to come out, change it
That's
up.
a hot take.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not impressed with Pats. If Pats can't sit off against them, which is what they've done against the good teams. So
the man Mark James Brown.
Yeah, no, I'll back them to turn it around. I thought they were okay at home against the Bows. They didn't deserve to lose the game. So yeah, I'll fancy them to turn it around.
Yep. That'd be massive.
3-1 Pats.
You're loving a 3-1 this weekend, aren't you?
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Now this is if Levy's not playing.
I'm not at any of them. That's why. You wait till we get to Daily Man Park.
And then the last one we've talked about so far was Bows Dundalk.
No, I'm only joking.
No, don't.
I'll go 2-0 to Bows. I'm not sure going at them is the best idea.
I think I'm going to agree with Shane on that one. 2-0.
I think Dundalk could nick one. I know Bows was a 6 out of 7 clean sheets this season.
We've only conceded 2 goals so far, just the Rovers game, that's it.
Unbelievable. I'll go for Dundalk to nick one, maybe a little consolation. 2-1 Bows.
2-all.
2-all?
Yeah. All right,
wow.
Hopefully.
You really love team.
There you go. Oh, listen, I reckon underestimating Dundalk a little bit there.
Shane, do you think Bows can win the league?
I don't think a side has really put it up to you yet.
Yeah, it's probably fair.
I don't think anyone has.
Yeah. I'm going to...
Rovers rolled over.
Yeah.
Rovers definitely didn't. We've all established that.
And,
we didn't.
No, Shells didn't.
But I don't think Bows... Yeah, Bows can win. Bows win the league. Yeah, of course, you can have all the players stay fit outside of their defenders, the keys, the spine of the team is fit. I know they've got like DJT's out and they've got a couple of injuries as well. Rooney's out as well now, but Rooney's not the biggest loss in the world. Like, no offense to him, but he's not. If you take out one of the boys at centre half, whoever comes in for them, probably is
Rooney's big loss.
No, I disagree.
They could have laid down a real marker on Monday as well, for like an early marker. Like I remember, I'll come back to Shells again, but when they won the league in 2024, they went to Bows early in the season. I think was it the Vines last game maybe, and they won 2-0 there. Like, just kind of laying down early markers in the big Dublin derbies, I think is important. And I think Bows had a good opportunity to do that on Monday, and they didn't take it.
I think they've put down an early marker. Not conceding, got one, got whatever, 2 goals in whatever amount of games. I think their marker's down already.
Fair 6 clean sheets out of 7, isn't it?
Something like that. He lost the
for
kid.
Bows.
Yeah.
For Bows. And then what's the other games there, Daz?
Second last one, Rovers Galway in Tala.
It's Pico's back. He only got one game. He was a big loss for Rovers. Just touching briefly.
Yeah.
Watched the game back today. He was a huge loss. They just couldn't get out. He misses his ball carrying ability and also his presence at the back. They just hoof balls. So, like, they played in the Drogheta's hands. I thought Rovers were absolutely terrible.
He's a boss at the back, isn't he?
He's just leadership, get the ball, get the foot in the ball. Maybe the attackers now. And Rovers looked a lot disjointed. Asamoah doesn't look like a wing back to me.
Nowhere near.
No, not against a tight pitch like Drogheda. Again, trying to sign all these players, can they fit them in? I'm not sure. I don't know. I'd go with. I'm going to back John Caulfield every week this week until it fails.
Sticking to your guns. I love it.
Yeah, I'll go with 1-0.
The young Sabuale fella looks good so far though. He had to move back into the back 3 on Monday, but he played right wing back before that. But bar his announcement video, he's had a good season so far, I'd say.
Yeah, it's a lot. The Rovers were terrible. They were so bad to watch against. Yeah.
Dazzler?
I think 2-0 Rovers.
2-0 Rovers, so I agree with you.
And the last one then is Shane.
Touching on Galway, Clown Moto here. Do you know how good Chris Twardick has been, lads, this season? He's a sign of the season so far. There's no doubt about it. He's even shown, there's a Galway fan here calling him Clown Moto. He's even shown Lamoto how to do step overs. Did you see that assist for Pereira?
Yeah, unbelievable, yeah.
Whichever goal it was. Step over, after step over, after step over. Chris Twardick, sign of the season so far. We're only 7 games in, so.
Dazzler, he's saying Chris Twardick is the signing of the season. Do you want to sing the song that Bo's have been singing for signing of the season?
No, but I do want to point out that Chris Twardick has equalled his tally for goals that he got for Bows. He's played 6 games for Galway, scored 4. He played 71 games for Bows and scored 4. So I don't know what
the Caulfield effect, lads, huh?
Yeah,
they say you can't attack Caulfield. The Caulfield effect.
John
that's what
Caulfield.
that is.
71 games, 4 goals, and he has it in 6 for Galway.
It's just worth noting.
Then again, 2 of them though were against Waterford, and that doesn't even count.
Jacob said 7-0 to Galway on Friday, so I think we could be up for a bit of competition. Who wins that one, lads? And the last game is
Sligo Shells.
Yeah, it's a game we have to win, so I'm going to have to back us to win. And God knows how many injuries we have, who turns up. I have no idea. Don't ask me about anyone because I don't know. But we're going to win 2-0.
If you don't win this one, the Sligo Rovers really look like a side completely out of whack.
Ryan O'Kane's a big loss for them.
Massive loss, and I don't say the Sligo Rovers. There's always that little bit of hope in your guard. You know what? They're going to come good, or a couple of. I'm looking at them at the moment. It's caught me off guard how out of whack they are. Actually, I was expecting a little bit more from them, but if you don't beat this lot,
I thought they were a little unlucky on Monday. To be honest, I thought they played alright against Dundalk. To be honest, they had a couple of really big chances. Enda Minogue made an unbelievable save onto the crossbar, and I think he did the crossbar again as well. So I think Sligo have been slightly better. They're a kind of nice team to play, aren't they? They're not a go away. They'll come at you. They'll try to keep the ball on the deck. And that's what I like about John Russell is that he does try and get his team to play football, which is a good advert for the league. And
that's what I don't like about John Russell.
Really, yeah.
No, the pitch can't play football on the pitch, like.
But you know what? He's marked himself for a bigger job there, and he's actually keeping the team up every year on small budgets, playing the right way. I think I have a lot of respect for that, and I think he will end up, whether it's Shamrock Rovers, maybe I don't know, Shells, maybe I could see him as a Shamrock Rovers manager in the future. To be honest.
Got a hot take there from us.
You're full of hot takes.
Yeah, but I really read him. I really read him what he's doing there.
Would you agree with that, Shane? Johnny Russell,
no.
Shamrock Rovers.
No, not at all. He's shown tactically he's just out of his depth in my opinion. You can't just keep saying, "Oh, let's wait till the football comes good in the summer, or the pitches become good in the summer, and we start playing football." Now I know he has a tough job dealing with the kind of
Who's your best player of the year?
Yeah, lose your best player of the year and that sort of stuff. Like, but you can only play the squad you have, and I don't think he plays them. Ask him to play out from the back sometimes, or kicking the ball long like he did against Bows, like I said, and there was no one around it.
I do worry about Sligo this season in terms of that X factor up front. Like losing Owen Elding is just such a blow. Like he just dug them out of so many holes that season.
I think they've only scored 3 goals this season so far, haven't they?
Problem.
And O'Kane, I've seen there, O'Kane had like 18 shots. He's like 45 shots in the league. Like, so like, well, he just occupies defenders, keeps them ticking. I don't know. Yeah. If we don't win on Saturday, it's a bad result for us. Yeah. No offence to Sligo.
Jimmy Troy for his goal score.
Yeah, exactly.
Seb's camera keeps cutting out. Go on, Seb. Shane, what's your prediction?
Yeah, 2-0. Yeah, we have to. We just a game we have to win. It's a game before the international break, so yeah, we got to go and win. And if we don't, Shells fans won't be too pleased.
Ross,
I'll go 1-0. 1-0 Shells.
Dazzler.
I think I'd be inclined to go with Ross on that one. 1-0. I think it'll be tighter than we think.
1-0.
1-0. Yeah. I was gonna do that, but then I'm a bit outnumbered, so I don't want to predict them not to win.
Oh, mate, go with the Shells. You'll have a Shells top on in no time there. That's less to fit in.
Not a chance. I'd be top hanging behind Ross over there.
That's the worst jersey ever made, lads. I don't even know what crest is on that thing. Like,
how much cash for you to put that on right now?
It would never happen.
There's absolutely no way you will ever get that thing near me.
And it won't be the only Bows jersey we see this week. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
There's a bit of a leak going on there.
We didn't mention that at all, Dazzler.
No, but there was a bit of a leak online there. We'll
sing us a song of it, that's like one.
Sing a song?
Yeah.
You had to pay me more than that.
Oh.
Dazzler sings and Shane sticks the top on and everyone's
absolutely
a winner. Right?
Yeah.
Everyone's a winner.
We're really losing on ourselves. But I thought the curry chips talk was bad. This is getting
No, I've been dying to say that all night, Dazzler. So like, what you mean? I've been just teed up nicely there to say that is the worst jersey that's ever made. Yeah. Again, not being about Bows or anything like that, but like, you can't even know the crest. Like, what is it? Like,
I'd be honest with you now, and I'm coming from a neutral perspective. It's one of the worst jerseys I've ever seen.
Yeah, as a neutral myself as well. It's terrible.
No, honestly, it actually is. Although the one that's coming out, Dazzler, I actually think it's pretty tasty.
You're a fan of it?
I do. Yeah, I do like it.
The one we think is coming out. It looks like a leak, alright, but we don't know, do we?
Can you wear it on the beach, lads? Can you? You know the way they're criticising what you can wear on the beach.
Yeah.
You can wear that. Dazzler, no spoilers. No. Okay. Trying to get that one there, yeah.
The jazzy on top though.
Do you see the leak?
Much?
I saw a story earlier on there. Yeah. The jersey leak.
Yeah, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I quickly glanced at it, to be honest. So I'll
not
reserve judgment for the minute.
Sorry, Daz. I tried to get the lads on board. They weren't having it. I think it's quite nice.
I was in a rush to get here. My defence.
Oh yeah, well, I'll let you off. Well, look, we'll give you a little. We'll get Ross's opinion of it. No, we won't really. Is there anything we want to say before we wrap things up here?
No,
no, just looking forward to the international game now next week, because obviously we've no League of Ireland next week. So
hopefully Jack Moylan's in the squad.
Yeah.
I don't see it, but I'd love it. I don't see that happening, obviously, but I would love if he was.
Think we beat them? The Czechs?
I don't know. I've no clue, to be honest.
I think they're about 50-50 games.
Football takes over enough of my life to know anything about the international.
Yeah.
I have no idea, but
I think
you get through, lads.
Probably 50-50, isn't it? Probably.
Yeah. No idea. I couldn't tell you.
That's all I have to add for the ending anyway is come on Ireland.
There you
Let's go.
Fair play to you.
Yeah.
Anything else from you?
Yes, we'll be at Dundalk. Well, you boys won't, but the League of Irish Bowl, and Daz will obviously be there because he's employed by this lot. But Bows versus Dundalk this Friday, lads. So looking forward to that one. I think it'll be a good game of bowl. Thanks very much for tuning in as always. Please don't forget to like before you leave. Comment as well to say if you enjoyed the live or not afterwards. It really helps push this out to those who could potentially watch afterwards as well. And so if you are watching afterwards,
just to hammer home what you were saying there when you said about comment afterwards, as in when this live ends, this will go up as a video. If you click back on and leave a comment, it will be we will see that comment in the future. Like this live chat will disappear in like 2 or 3 minutes, but when it goes up as a video, if you come back and interact with it, that'd be great.
What Daz said.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oi, 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 oi,
oi. And subscribe. Thanks, lads. Take care of yourselves.
Cheers.
Peace.